Hello, everyone, and welcome back for our first installment of Wicked Wednesday. We're here with the Skeleton Crew. Of course, Steve and I have been streaming together since the beginning of Isolation. This is the middle of week 13. We ourselves are going a little bit insane, but we're staying a little more sane thanks to a little game called Arkham Horror. If you haven't been watching, this is the 8th and final scenario, I think it's 8, of the Carcosa cycle for the Arkham Horror LCG, a cooperative card game. I'm Zach. I'm playing as Joe Diamond, and Steven is playing Jim Culver.
Jim Culver. I love this deck. Oh my gosh, we found it. This is a true standout for me. It's
been quite a journey, honestly. And if you're unaware, we sent an email out to our list a little bit ago. We've been working. This is the board I'm using. You want to give me the table shot here?
Yeah.
This is the Carcosa board, compatible, of course, with Arkham Horror and our Mythos line. It's hard to see. It's got this gold sparkle.
Well, that's kind of the beauty of it. Carcosa is that way, right? It just kind of shimmers and is really beautiful, especially when the light hits it in certain ways. It just lights up. All the iconography on that board, Jonathan dove deep into the mythos of Arkham, of Carcosa, of Robert W. Chambers, book covers,
it went
short
deep.
stories.
It went real deep.
Dim sun, black stars. There's even a man in the Pallid mask subtle reference on that board somewhere, and we've not overtly pointed to it, and we have no intention of doing it, but there is certainly a symbol or number of symbols that can create a face on that board, and once you see it, you will never unsee it.
Yep,
it's like the FedEx logo.
It's real good. So if you're on, literally like an hour and a half ago, these officially went live on the website. I'll link to those in a second. They're available for order. We do have a limited quantity that are in stock, and then we'll see how long those last. But I'm going to link to them, and they are shipping. Literally, if you're ordering it right now, it's probably going to ship within the next 10 or 15 minutes.
We clicked all the buttons about an hour ago. So, and we sent the email list. Everybody on the email list got a notification that those are available now. So if you want to get those notifications in the future, you can start newsletter subscription on our website. Kind of old-fashioned, but it's my favorite thing in the world.
Or if you have bought Arkham stuff from us in the past, or you're a subscriber, or any of those things, a lot of times you'll automatically be put on those lists.
So when you sign up, when you create an account on the site, the Arkham newsletter, if you bought an Arkham product, is going to be there for you, and then you can always go into your preferences and check what you want or don't want, and then that will opt you out of any of those games in the future. Because sometimes you stop playing stuff, sometimes you start playing stuff, and so we can
sometimes you restart playing stuff. Sometimes we've heard a lot of people doing with Arkham over this isolation period.
That's right. Yeah, actually, the Arkham has a notable uptick. Just in general.
Sense. You can play it solo, two-handed, and Champion's the same thing. You can play solo technically. But a huge shout out to everyone that's already ordered. I see people in the comments saying as much that they ordered and have had it shipped.
Thank you guys so much. It literally makes this happen.
Yep.
I don't want to be too overt about that, but
it's
literally,
just true.
That's how our business works.
Just the facts.
This trust, and I mean, between the content memberships and the board sales, it makes...
And the subscriptions for the
especially
products?
Right now, because our store is closed, it's particularly helpful, meaningful, etc. Lets us sleep a little bit better at night, even though I don't really sleep much at all.
Yeah, you have that 3 or 4 in the afternoon coffee, and then it's off to the races.
It's off to Carcosa at 3 in the morning. So we're here, we're doing Dim Carcosa. This is the final in the Carcosa cycle, so this is the last scenario. It's all been leading up to this. We're going to read through this intro. We're going to set this thing up. We're going to get started. And before we do that, let's just take a moment. Now, I want to sink into this one a little bit.
Yeah,
I want to really
savor back, because
I want to savor this one.
I feel like a lot of times you get involved in these games, because I've basically lifted my vision up after we play some of our Arkham scenarios.
Yeah.
And I will forget that, like, I was lost in it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. It's one of the best things about it.
Yeah, and so, like, a lot of times, though, that's why in the middle, I think it was the middle of this campaign, I started being very particular about reading out the flavor on all the cards.
Yeah.
And it's
I'm
like,
glad you did that too, because I was missing it, and I love the flavor.
It creates an atmosphere going on, you know. But it's the kind of thing where, like, if you're just focused on, like, because it makes sense, right? There's sometimes creepy stuff going on, and there's pressure, and you want to be efficient. We're live as well, so that's another. It's this piece of energy that's being used to, like, remember that we're engaging with people at home.
Pay attention to all you fine folks out there.
But then a lot of times I feel like I get to the end and I was like, man, like, I feel like I know what was going on, but like not as much as I want to be aware of what's going on. So I love that you were pointing this out because I would like to do a quick recap
Yes.
of how we got here.
Okay.
So if you haven't been watching, you don't want to be spoiled on our journey or on Carcosa in general, now would be the time to mute for, I don't know, honestly.
Well, it'd be time to check out, really.
Yeah, so
I mean, we're just
if
gonna
that's
go
you,
for it here.
it's amazing that you were here. Glad to have you. Hopefully you catch up with the stream at some point. And we're glad to have you a part of as part of the journey. But
now here's the story that you will
story.
eventually get to experience.
yes, so we started out, and I'll
There was a play coming to town.
yeah, there was a play, The King in Yellow, right? I believe is what the play was called. So we had our suspicions. There was some rumors of death and people disappearing and stuff. So we went and we were scoping it out, and then it was kind of boring. And so we fell asleep in the middle of the play.
Yeah.
But then we woke up in the theater, and it was empty, and there were dead people.
It wasn't fully empty. There were corpses.
And it was creepy. And we were looking around, and there was this giant monster that came into the main auditorium.
The old masked man
We
was just
found
kind of
a
like
man in a
hey,
pallid
creeping
mask,
around, yeah.
kind of a thing. And then outside the theme of what's going on, we just got smoked.
Yes.
We got smoked by that scenario. So then it basically knocked us out, and then we woke up outside the theater, just kind of on the curb, and the doors were locked and whatnot. So then we went around back to see if we could get back in, and there was a sign on the door that was talking about a party. And then the party was at, I think, Constance's house.
That seems right. I think it was Constance. Yeah.
so
Seemed like a hip place to
hip
be.
him
So
with it.
we thought we might take a look.
Yeah, so we went to this party.
Don't say the word, by the way, just in case you were
Say what?
ever
Hamburger?
the word hamster.
Yeah, I'm not going to say it. It's not even in my brain as a word. So we went to this party, and things, having a good time. We interviewed, I think Ashley was her name, is someone we talked to.
We interviewed Ashley and Constance.
And Constance,
Yeah.
okay. So we got around, and then things got creepy. Everyone turned into monsters, and stuff was coming out of their spines, and giant creepy things were happening.
Things were coming out of other things. It was a real mess. It's the
and
kind of
then
party you don't want to be at.
That also went
I
poorly
assure
for
you.
us. So then all I remember is we were outside the party and we couldn't go back in. We thought we got out and we could have the choice to go back in, but we couldn't. Oh, also, in one of those scenarios early on, didn't I burn my house down?
That was Ware. That's like Corset.
Oh, it's a different thing. Wow.
But
okay.
I'm glad that you carry that with you.
It's a part of my psyche at this point. So we were outside the party, and
I think, did we go to the sanitarium next?
No. Remember, this is the one you always forget.
Oh, the Historical Society. Yeah.
So basically, it's like we still have our
What's going on with
suspicions.
this
We
play?
couldn't remember. It all kind of felt like a dream. Like even the going to the party and it going weird felt like we're not sure if it really happened or not. But there's something in the back of our head egging us on, or someone. And then we went to the Historical Society.
And
So
that
we
was the cool 3x3.
Yeah, the old
9
3-story
tile.
building,
And we went up and we were checking it out, and then we found the secret room in the downstairs. There was an honest clasp, I think, that we left behind. We still don't know what that would
'cause
have
we're not
done.
thieves.
I don't know what that would have meant for the entire campaign. Maybe we'll find out in this scenario. And then we learned about Daniel Chesterfield, I believe. Maybe
Nigel Ingram?
No, I think Daniel came up in the Historical Society as somebody who was in the play or
You
something.
remember because you're scarred by him.
Yes, I am. I had to shrivel him, unfortunately.
So then we had to go to
Shrivel
the asylum.
happens. Yes.
And
We
what happened there?
Man, we went to the asylum. The asylum was an incredible scenario. That was an incredible scenario. We went in. We were kind of. It was all sorts of creepy and quiet and weird. And then lunatics were around, and they were kind of raving around. And then we ended up going to the downstairs, like, oh my gosh, you're not supposed to be here area, where it's like a torture chamber kind of stuff. And behind one of those doors was Daniel, and he was freaking out. And I believe he was rambling on about Nigel Ingram, King in Yellow kind of stuff. And so we're like, what's this knife? And then he attacked us. And then in self-defense purely, he was shriveled swiftly with Jim's trumpet. And then we started a fight. We started some fires, I think. There was a riot broke out. We don't know what happened is what I mean to say. And then we jumped the fence because I was running out in a straitjacket.
Yeah.
And I presumed that maybe
disguise.
you helped me out of that. We put it over like the barbed wire, jumped the fence, and then decided,
And
well, what does that mean?
Outside the theme of that, game-wise, we didn't know it, but we were like 1 or 2 actions away from just literally losing our investigators and having to start over.
Yeah. Yeah.
In that scenario. So watch out for that.
That would have been devastating.
Yeah. It would have been cool.
But,
I would have done it.
You know, whatever.
Maybe Tony Zeros would show back up at that point.
Yeah, there you go. Andy coming in. Somebody got a problem. So then we got out of the sanitarium, and that's when we looked for Nigel Ingram, right?
In
and
Paris.
That turned us to Paris.
Well, that was cool too. They had the the rail system going around and the system, And we had the weird music coming out of the organ at the church.
Yeah, it was like perpetual music.
Yeah.
We got to pronounce some fun words in French,
And
which
then
neither of us are particularly adept at.
There was, yeah.
If you
My
can even say it that
extensive,
way.
Parisian history. Anyways, but there was that creature. One of the guests we didn't talk to at the party was there, hunting
Yep.
around the city, and we were having to run, and I was using my glyphs to like basically hide from him.
That's right, yeah.
And then at the end of that, we find Nigel's house.
We found Nigel's house, apartment, whatever it is.
It was like his street or whatever. So we go in, and it's kind of creepy. We find a map, I think, but most importantly, all over the walls, the thing I remember is that it says he is here.
Yeah, he's already here.
He's already
and then
here.
The map that was on the table had like circled the catacombs, I believe, of Paris.
Which are real.
So yeah,
Terrifying.
yeah, weird. Probably won't go there
So
ever.
then we went to the catacombs immediately.
Then we went
as
to catacombs.
as you do.
Yeah, because we're investigators.
That was cool too, because it was basically like every time you go to a new level, it resets and it like gets harder and harder and harder. And then we survived, but then
Yeah.
we eventually find the man in the pallid mask, I think, at the very end. And then like with him, we kind of fall through time and space, and we're falling, and there's no wind. It's kind of like Gandalf and the
Yeah, it's the
Balrog.
Balrog situation. Yeah, it
Yeah.
happened.
And then we wake up by the police.
Yeah, like
The
on a
police
park
wake us
bench or
up.
something is how I pictured in my head, and the police are like, "Yo, what are you guys doing here?
Yeah.
Like, why are you out here?" And we didn't know. We couldn't tell him. And so then we're like, "What's going on?" But there was something about why did we go to the island? Then we got on a boat and we went to an island after we had been through the catacombs. We must have found something in the catacombs.
Didn't we go somewhere after the catacombs? Before the island that told us that that basically led us to the island?
It could have. Was it the dreams? You remember we had to do that dream sequence in the beginning? Did we dream about
Don't
an
get
island
lost.
or something? Yeah, don't get lost was a thing.
Oh,
I don't know. Do you guys remember? Do you guys remember why after the catacombs did we go right to the island? Like we got on a boat and went to the island. I don't know if that was immediate.
I think when we were falling and before we woke up, we were having the dreams. And then the dreams are what made us aware of where the gate was.
So we saw like an island or something in there. We saw a vision.
Yeah,
there we
yeah,
go.
there
We
it
saw
is.
a vision
When we
of
were falling,
Monsignor Michael
we saw
during
the
fall through the void.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we went there, got on a boat, went there. That was the last scenario we did.
Yep.
It was creepy and
There's
awesome.
a monastery. There's
Yeah.
this big tower, and then
went up to the tower. Yeah, went down to
the man in the pallid mask was on the top.
He was.
And he was being creepy
that was
about
flavorful.
And there was stuff coming in from the sky.
Yeah, the sky was ripping apart, and then the sea, we could see the spires of
Rising.
the towers. And so we were like, well, that's where we're supposed to be. So we dove into the water after a clutch deciphered reality, I might say, which is so fitting. It's like you deciphered reality. We realized Carcosa was down here. We dove in, and now here we are. We went through the gates.
And now we're on Dim Carcosa.
Yeah.
We have finally arrived.
So seemingly this is a real place. Or
Yeah.
it could all be in our head.
We don't know yet.
We just don't know. This could all be us waking up in the theater at the end of
See,
this.
I
I
suspect.
kind of had a feeling that may be the thing, yeah?
I wondered if you basically fail if you wake up back at the theater, and it's like your choice to either repeat or just acknowledge that it doesn't exist.
That would be hilarious. Just keep going, play through it again.
Because like the reason no one remembers the play, right, is that like
Yeah.
even the people that make it this far wake up back in the theater, and it's like, oh, that must all be a dream.
Or what if no matter what, fail or success, start over at scenario 1? Ah, that's
That
creepy.
would drive you
I love
insane.
it. All right, so anyway, here we are, Dim Carcosa. So join along with us. We're going to take our time.
Remember, no hamburglers.
No hamburglers, yeah. It's going to get me. Zach has 1 physical trauma. I've got 2 mental trauma from the 2 arcane research I took at the very beginning. I've also got 1 physical trauma for getting knocked out at the party. We took a beating at the party.
Yeah, we did not. The first 2 scenarios went very bad for us.
Yeah,
And then it got better.
it got better. Our decks got better, that's for sure.
And we got better at them.
And we got way better at them. So yes, and then I also have charisma, which is not revealed on the board here. I actually can't find the card, but I've got it. Yeah, you don't have charisma or anything, do you?
I don't have any charisma.
Okay,
Yeah.
I've been saying that for years.
Long known fact.
Okay, gather all the cards from the following encounter sets, which I have done here ahead of the game.
Wow,
So
that's a thick deck.
that's a lot.
That's the encounter deck?
That's the encounter deck, but we're going to do some things to it. So check the campaign log. Depending on the following circumstance, a different version of Act 2 should be used. So if we have 5 or less total doubt and conviction. Wow, what is all of this? I'm going to try my best not to look at this stuff. There's a bunch of weird monsters here. Many of them have a name that I cannot say.
Oh yeah, Josh says it went really bad. May or may not have been related to a delve too deep. I forgot about that.
That is right. Oh yeah, so that kind of framed
Yeah,
up the entire
that first scenario was like, oh, we're ahead. It delved too deep, and then everything went poorly.
I think that universe speaking wise, like in terms of like the you know the machinations of universal karma, if you will, that play is what led to our future success, because at that point Carcosa knew that we were playing ball. You know what I mean? That, oh, these guys are diving too deep. Like, okay, let's reveal
even
it.
from a pure karma standpoint, it went so poorly for us there that it had to repay us later.
And it did. I think we got 2 experience off of it and lost about 8 in the
I'm still
beginning.
very nervous about all the zeros I drew during that first campaign.
If you have 5 or less doubt and conviction, do something. We have 6 total doubt and conviction. Okay. If you have 6 or more total doubt and conviction, and then there's more, and you have exactly equal, we can choose to use either Act 2, Search for the Stranger 2, or Search for the Stranger 3.
We get a choice?
Yeah, did we get to read them, you think?
I mean, I'm surely if we're choosing.
Let's choose.
Dude, Andrew, that's amazing. Just ordered Mythos boards and tokens and started a content subscription.
Andrew Harrison, thank you so much.
You have no idea. It means the
your
world
name
to
is
us and the
familiar.
entire team.
I feel like Andrew's been around for quite a while. Okay.
Keith says Steven's gym deck is pure beast mode.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
It clicked in at the end there. Okay, so these look the exact same. Yeah. Oh, no, they're slightly different. Okay, the only difference in these 2 cards, I'll zoom in so we can all do this together. Now, we will be on opposite sides of the screen, so don't get too
one's
confused.
got a 2 and one's got a 3. The difference is clear.
Clear eyes. When the man in the Pallid mask would be defeated by his action ability advance, or when he would be defeated by damage advance. And this says he can only be defeated by damage, or he can only be defeated by his ability. I think his ability is going to be like a parlay book test.
It is.
And damage is going to be damage.
We've seen it over and over again, right? Same guy?
Yeah, same guy.
Yeah, it's the
I
parlay.
think we should take the book test. Because I feel like that if the bad stuff starts coming out, I only have so many charges.
Yeah.
I don't want to waste them on...
I'm always good at the books.
Okay. Let's take version 2. Searching for the Stranger. Done. Okay, then randomly put 1 copy of Bleak Plains, Dim Streets, Ruins of Carcosa. I have a feeling these are all going to be multiples. The Depths. Okay.
Chris says, in doubt you go. Apparently, the one we picked is what you get if you had more doubt.
Well,
and the other one is the one we have more conviction. But I have my doubts.
I feel like both of our characters are filled with doubts. Okay.
It has wider implications.
Oh, random. 3 divided by 20. What's that? 1 to 7?
Sure. It's the middle one.
I like to let Carcosa decide. 1 to 10. 1 to 10. Oof. And 1 to 7. Oh, it's a 20. Zach, you get to choose.
We did it. Nailed it. A lot of skill.
Yeah.
Right there.
So we've got Depths, Bleak, Ruin, Stem. Yeah. Okay.
Aaron, glad to have you with us. Checking in from New Zealand, hanging out before he has to go to work.
You guys are out. Set each other copy aside out of play. Right. Put Shores of Holly, Dark Spires, and Palace of the King. Okay. I think those are going to go into play. Yeah. See next page for the suggested. Wow, this is going to be insane. Okay. Oh wait, we needed to read the scenario intro too.
Hit me with that story.
Actually, there's no decision points, so I'll read it and then we'll get started immediately after we've set it up.
Okay.
Okay. If we open the campaign path, which we did, if we open the path below, we begin at the shores. If we open the path above, we begin at Dark Spires.
So we begin at the shores. We were heading there no matter which way we went.
Yeah. Okay. Pallid Mask is out of play. Done.
So is the conviction or doubt basically whether or not we believe this is all real?
Sounds like.
Is that the idea?
I think that's the idea.
The idea?
I think that's the idea. Okay. Set the following cards aside. Can't say that one.
Andy says, pleasant surprise to find that Freaky Friday is now on Wednesday, also known as Wicked Wednesday. Must be the weekend already. Yay.
Oof, I didn't see that one.
Are you guys saying yes to me?
Yes. Where's the rest of these cards?
What are you looking for?
These guys? Yeah, there they are. Okay. These are all out of play.
Carcosa.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Oh
These
my
guys out of
gosh.
play here.
I almost said the name.
Okay, yeah, we gotta watch it, man.
He's everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Check the number of tally marks. We have 6 tally marks by my tallies. If there are 6 to 8 tally marks, add 1 doom to Agenda 1A.
So Ryan says, conviction is your character's buying into every piece of the story, while doubt is believing that it's only happening to you.
Okay. So let's go ahead and, we've got another thing to do. Let's go ahead and shuffle. We're supposed to get our cards before any of this happens, I believe. So let's go ahead and do that now.
Where does this go?
That's the one we chose, yeah?
So take this one out?
Yeah, take that one out, I think. I'll double check that in the rules. Let's get our...
Do we do our hands first? Is that what we're
Yes,
doing?
yeah. I think we're supposed to do that before any of this, actually.
5?
Mm-hmm.
5 still the rule? All right, let's see what we found. Astounding Revelation, not doing anything for me.
That's a good mulligan.
Decipher Reality.
Ooh.
Not the starter one. Amnesia is going to get back in. Another Astounding Revelation.
Ooh.
It's going to be gone. I got my Colts.
Okay.
That could be interesting. So I get one more card from Amnesia.
One more card. Wait, that shouldn't be in there.
That's the wrong deck. Let's shuffle that.
Crack the case is not bad there, especially when you got the Colts.
Yeah, I like Crack the Case. It's fine.
What's up, Jeremy? Glad you're live with us. Oh my gosh. I love rolling right into the black cat.
Yeah, it's good. It's real good.
Ooh, and the lone.
So I'm going to mulligan these 3, which is great. That means I can't draw an Astounding Revelation because I only have 2 in my deck into this hand.
I've got 3 spells. I'm going to go and just mulligan those. I want to see those later on. Woo!
There's another weakness.
Whew. Got that Seal of the Elder sign and a black cat in hand. Oh my gosh.
I ended up with a deduction as well, which could be good.
That's very good opening hand.
And my Deciphered Reality.
Oh,
Just in
no.
case.
You got the Glyphs and the Colts. This is going to be a slightly different Joe game. This is the first time I think you haven't seen Malison.
Yep.
Isn't that something? You got that Snowstone Unturned and stuff in there. You'll find them.
It'll be right.
Andrew Bain, order Carcosa Board looks great. Good luck with scenario. I'll have to finish watching after work. Thank you so much, Andrew. We appreciate that beyond words that we can express. John Gordon, this is amazing. Thanks for making my evenings in South Sudan just that little bit more enjoyable. Looking forward to seeing if you can complete the campaign. Thank you, John. We're really happy to have you here. Really happy to have you.
Phyllis Master thinks you're lucky.
I make my own luck.
What are you, Han Solo?
By that I mean I stack my deck before the stream. Just kidding.
They'll never know.
I'm just
Oh, wait,
kidding.
we're live.
They'll never, idiots. Okay, so we have our things. Now, let me read to you from the tome. I put my deck on the right, which is customary. So then each investigator takes direct horror equal to half of his or her sanity, rounded down.
All right.
Now, I believe, is my sanity reduced by 2 because I already have 2 damage? So do I currently have 6 sanity, or is it the max stat?
So if you look at the Dem Carcosa token card,
Yeah.
the skull is -2 or -4 if you have no sanity remaining. So I would assume your sanity right now is what's left.
I could also maybe just take a hot 4 right here.
That's insane.
That is insane. Max stat. Yeah, it's max. All right, hot 4 it is.
Well,
Better start playing that horn, Jim.
hopefully the first card you get is Final Rhapsody. Bye, Felicia.
See you next
But
week.
because this is referencing a stat where you can have no sanity remaining, I assume that we're not going to just leave play. We go insane.
Oh yeah, it says this horror cannot cause you to become defeated. See sanity in the realm of Carcosa below. Okay, so we're about to see that. Shuffle the remainder and counter cards to build the deck. Can you shuffle these?
Yep.
I'll continue on to the reading. Ooh, look at this location placement.
That's a lot of deciphered reality.
Oh my gosh, you're right. And it's a cross? Is that on purpose, you think? Is it supposed to be weird like that?
Who knows, dude?
Like some sort of strange... I mean, it's a classic symbology here. Locations in Dim Carcosa. Each of the locations in this scenario have no unrevealed side, and therefore interplay with their revealed side face up. Instead of an unrevealed side, these locations have story cards on the reverse sides. Whenever a location enters play, including during setup, place clues on that location equal to its clue value as normal. Okay.
Dude, a turn 1 deciphered reality from downtown.
Oh, are you kidding? That's going to be great.
If they all start open.
Are you serious? That's going to be bonkers. Sanity in the realm of Carcosa. In the twisted and madness-inducing realm of Carcosa, insanity is an inevitability. But even when your mind fractured and broken, your investigation does not end. During this scenario, investigators are not defeated when they have horror on them equal to or greater than their sanity. Investigators may continue to take horror even in excess of their sanity. While an investigator has more horror on them than sanity, their remaining sanity is considered to be 0. That's all they give us. That's the end of it.
But I assume at the very end it'll check to see how insane we are.
Maybe.
We're going to end up at Asylum. That's what's going to happen.
I'm going to be playing that horn like my life depends on it.
It probably does.
It may, but I didn't draw it. Okay, then we've got, I'm going to do this grossly at first, and then I'm going to clean it up. Palace, bleak, how cool is this? Shores, dim streets, and ruins. Okay. We'll pretty that up.
Someone in chat saying that the map looks a lot like the design of the boards.
Isn't that fascinating? I wonder who planned that.
What big brain planned that one out?
What big brain person planned that one out?
And we start down at the shores, right?
Yeah, we start at the shores. And I'm just going to...
Ooh, dude, look at the art on that Palace of the King. Woo! Oh my, look at all these clues.
Did we flip this over?
One's got a story side. You don't read the story until you go there.
We have to...
Right?
We have to go there to... We have to go there to flip it over to read the story, or will it tell us to do that?
I assume... Well, what did it say?
It didn't say anything about how to do that, unfortunately.
You want me to read these?
Yeah, let's start there. Maybe that'll give us some clues.
Agenda 1A, Madness Coils. And now far away over leagues of tossing cloud waves, I saw the moon...
Don't say the word.
...dripping with spray. And beyond, the towers of Carcosa rose behind the moon. Robert W. Chambers, in the Court of the Dragon, the King in Yellow. You know who cannot be defeated. If there are at least 3 clues per investigator, damage on you know who, advance this agenda.
So 6 clues.
I'm going to put this stack over here.
If there is at least 6 damage on the thing, advance. So 6 damage. Okay.
All right. In Lost Carcosa, you have opened the path to Carcosa in order to stop those who wish to free you know who. Isn't that where our faces are? Some of the cards pop up now.
I mean, it's got to be somewhere.
Where did I was at? You know who from his prison in the stars. Only you can put an end to this madness. When the investigators have collected the requisite number of clues, 2 per player, they must immediately spend them in advance. Dude, Decipher Reality is going to be gangster.
That's going to be gangster.
Action 1, get out of here.
We must immediately spend them. Okay, for 4? Wow. This is very fortunate that you ditched your first decipher, did you not?
I did, but I got it again.
What? Wow. People are probably like, what? This can't be the right decision. Need 1 more on the palace. Okay. Well. This one's actually testing the limit of the set, honestly. If you have 4 players,
I mean, we're almost...
I mean, you're at 12. You're at 12 in the palace.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So...
We're here.
Did we decide we don't read the story until we get somewhere?
Yeah, it's going to tell us. The game will tell us in some
Can I read these shores of Haley? Along the shore, the cloud waves break. The twin suns sink behind the lake. The shadows lengthen in Carcosa. Songs that the Hades? Is that Hades?
Yeah, high 80s, I would say. High 80s.
High 80s shall sing. I read this now, right?
Yeah, you can read it. Just don't say the
All right.
word.
Black stars sing in the reflection of the water, their melody impossible and uncanny. Yet somehow you remember the tune. It's as though your earliest living memory has returned to you. You hum at first, ripples appearing along the water's surface as your volume increases. The lyrics return to you, and you join in the stars singing, your voice echoing across the twisted realm. Deal 1 damage per player to you-know-who.
Oh, nice. So we can, when we're there, we can do 2 damage to the ultimate evil.
So it says deal 1 damage.
Wait, are you on the back?
Yeah.
You can't do that yet.
Why can't we do the back? Is that when we fully
Why would you?
investigated it? I thought I just said, do you read the back when you go somewhere?
Oh,
And you
no,
said
no,
yes.
no. Yeah, no. Don't read it.
That was the thing I was confirming.
Apparently it'll tell you if you're supposed to flip it. I thought you were reading the front still. It's like, well, that's a lot.
Okay, when you clear the clues is when you read it.
Okay. Is that true? But where does it tell us that? It doesn't tell us that anywhere. Each of the locations has no unrevealed side, and therefore enters play with their revealed side face up. Instead, they have story cards on their reverse sides. Whenever a location enters play, place clues equal to its clue value as normal. I think there's something in the scenario that's going to flip those over. I wouldn't flip them unless it tells us to explicitly. I have played enough Arkham to know that.
All right, I'm going to reveal the top card of my hunch deck.
Yeah, let's see what you got.
No stone unturned.
Oh, that's fortunate. Search the top 6 for old Malison.
Apparently it's an act.
Okay, makes sense. So really the first thing we need to talk about, if you deciphered reality, I could literally just drop that 7th seal skill card into the test and we could guarantee an auto success. But I really don't want to use it.
Well, I don't want to miss.
Because, I mean, it's hard to pass up. What is that? 7 clues?
I was hoping I got my free clue card.
Well, you can start with no stone and see if there's anything that would make your odds better, yeah?
So I think it would be no stone.
Maybe like a practice makes perfect or a perception or something?
I think the thing that's interesting is, like, because I've cracked the case, it would be way better for me to be here.
To be one doing here.
Because I'm going to have to beat a 4 anyway. The deciphered makes me beat the highest. So I'd have to, if I beat it, if I do a deciphered here, I get both clues, then I can crack the case to get my 4 right back.
Right on.
Which is super good.
Yep.
So I think it's get a card out of my top 6, move, deciphered.
I like that a
and
lot.
we go for it. And if we miss, we miss.
We don't miss. No, we don't miss.
No stone unturned.
Now, there is like a -5 in there now. And we need to look at, so we have the skull is -2. The hood is reveal another token, so that doesn't matter. The tablet is -3. And no ability that matters too much.
So I get a card, but check this out. Astounding Revelation.
Nice, yeah.
So
2 money.
gain
Right there.
$2.
And that, man, what a good include that was.
Yeah. And then I get a card. Why don't we get Inquiring Mind?
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
we'll shuffle back in.
Yes. So you're already at a 7 with Inquiring Mind to a 4.
And let's look at this little dim Carcosa card. So the skulls are -2. The hood is reveal another token if I fail to take a horror. The tablet is a -3. So really it need to be at a -3.
It's -4, -5, and Tentacle would fail you here. 3 tokens.
If I don't commit anything else.
Yeah.
Which I'm not going to play that game. Shody, don't play that game.
Okay. I like that. I like that a lot.
Because then we advance this thing before you even go. Because once I have 4, I have to do it.
Now, I mean, if we advance it and I lose my hand, I'm going to be very upset.
I doubt that's the case.
I don't know, man. This is insane world.
Should you have gone first?
We're in the rainbow,
we want you to have
rainbow
your turn.
land of...
All right.
Nobody knows what's happening here. It's all insane.
Insane in the membrane. Okay, so if I move, it's a 4 to 4, 5, 6, 7.
It's so nuts that I could just seal that.
I'm ahead by 3.
How awesome.
That's not a fast action, right?
This is a skill card. I just committed to the test.
We'd have to be in the same place, though.
Yeah. I think I have to imagine there's going to be a moment in this game where this matters so much.
Well, it's like a 1 in 18 is what I'm creating right now.
Pretty good.
I'm not.
And I've got Black Cat, and so I'll be able to auto heal Black Cat. I mean, like that's hard to argue with.
So if I'm ahead by 3, I need 2 more, right? That's the safest bet.
What's up, Julian? Yes, Arkham on Wednesday today. We're taking off Friday. So glad you bought the boards.
Oh my goodness!
And the tokens.
Thank you so much. Everyone buying those boards. Honestly, you have no idea.
It
how
actually
awesome
changes our real lives. That's real.
Very meaningful.
It's
directly
actually real.
Really appreciate it. Okay, you ready for this?
Good luck, man.
All right, we're gonna move.
I mean, this is gonna set the tone.
This is the moment we've all been waiting for. All right, I'm gonna play Decipher Reality.
Come on.
Cost me 4. I'm gonna boost it by 3. This is the right call, right?
I mean, what's the difference between 3 tokens failing and 2 tokens failing? Difference is 1 token.
7 clues if I fail.
7 clues is the difference.
So I think I tossed my guns because it's a 2.
Ooh. But you might need to shoot some demons, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have the firepower to take on all of
the thing is, it's
Carcosa.
either my guns or my archaic glyphs. And the glyphs let me run at least.
I think your glyphs are more important.
And I feel like it would have to be the glyphs and another card. So it's like I'm just like burying myself.
I'm with it on the guns.
So we're gonna do the 2.
This is Joe laying it down and saying this is not a place for fighting.
It's like Luke throwing his lightsaber down.
Yeah, this is a place
and
for
like
deciphering.
Rey throwing her. Nope, she didn't. Okay.
This is a place for deciphering.
All right, here we go. Anything with
Here we
yellow
go.
shine.
Let's
Come on,
go.
Tony Zeros. I'm channeling your energy.
Let's go.
You ready for this? The campaign is built to this moment. I have months on the line here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is my token. You ready?
Yeah.
-4.
Oh my God!
It would have failed.
It would have failed.
All right.
Scoop them up, man. 2 here.
All right, so check this out. Decipher Reality triggers.
Oh my gosh.
So it's 1 off of everything.
Nicely done.
And because I played Decipher Reality, it's an extra 1 here because I was investigating. And I'm going to crack the case and get 4 money because it's 4 Shroud.
Oh, talk about acceleration.
Whoo! Don't mind me. And
Well,
then I have to immediately in Lost Carcosa spend 4.
that's unreal.
And then we must immediately spend them in advance. You ready for the next act?
Why is Carcosa crying, Zach?
Because I just got deciphered on. All right, Act 1B, his final bow. A shadow creeps along the wall beside you, and your heart leaps into your throat. You turn, and a figure flits away just out of sight. Either your mind is playing tricks on you, or someone else is in the theater. We're in the theater! You follow the direction of the shadow, rounding a nearby corner. At the far end of the hall, he stands awaiting you. The man who wears the pallid mask, the stranger whose steps you have haunted for so many weeks. You remember that you have been here before. The theater dissolves around you. The bright glare of 2 suns pierce into your eyes from above. Do you remember now? He asks. He turns and vanishes into the ether, as if taunting you to follow. Spawn the set aside, the man in the pallid mask enemy, at the palace of the king.
Okay. Wow.
Search for the Stranger, Volume 2. Version 2, Volume 2. It is time to finally confront the stranger and learn the truth about his identity, once and for all. Each investigator cannot discover clues. The man in the pallid mask can be defeated only by his action ability. Objective: when the man in the pallid mask will be defeated by his action ability, advance.
Okay, so you just got to roll here and investigate him for 4.
Easy peasy.
Okay. Well.
But that was my turn.
All right. Meantime, I'm going to start praying.
Billy Fallon. Bugatti of all Bugatti plays.
Dude, yeah, you just went Super Saiyan, and I'm over here. I'm like, okay, well, let's get the old black cat out.
Yeah, you met your cat.
Let's start
on
praying,
the shores.
and we're a lone wolf.
Perfect. That's actually perfect, and we're on separate locations, so you're
Yeah.
gonna get it. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I love it. I'm like, I don't know what Joe's off doing, but it sounds important. Meantime, I'm gonna pet this cat and pray.
I just picture we get to the shores, and then Joe's like,
I have an idea.
Leroy Jenkins, and he's gone. He's just out of here. All right, draw a card.
Draw a card.
Gain a resource.
Gain a buck. Now, the only problem with this current setup is I don't have any spells.
That's right.
It's a tale as old as time. Wow.
I feel like we are Ahead.
Yeah, well, you can't discover 7 clues in an action and not be ahead. That would be devastating.
And gain 4 money back
Actually,
for free,
it was 8
basically.
clues.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 8 clues. There's your bad card. You can lead. You're clearly the lead investigator.
Dismal Curse. Test 3 brain. If I have no remaining sanity, this gets +2.
Okay.
If I fail, I take 2 damage. 4 instead if I have horror on me greater than twice my sanity.
Okay. So basically, sanity is going to start doing physical damage to us, and that's going to knock us out of the game.
Yep.
You still got heals?
Nope. But if I fail, I take 2 damage. That's not a problem.
No allies, though, right now. We're exposed, man. I've got allies for days. -2.
Failed. Okay, so I take 2.
Just 2 damage. Just 2 damage.
Just
Out of
casual.
8? That's nothing.
Well, I'm planning on finishing this scenario in a turn or 2.
The King's Edict. For each cultist enemy in play, move 1 clue from that enemy's location to that enemy. If no clues are moved, gain search. Possession. Hidden.
Sounds bad.
Okay. Now I know.
Start of the turn?
Yes.
Can I get my hunch?
You get your hunch.
Oh no, unsolved case.
Okay, that was
So
fair.
this
That's
is what I call a build round.
Yes. Yes, it is. I may actually need to start drawing.
Oh, dude, this is actually awesome. When I play it, I can put a clue back here, and then if I play my other deciphered later, it's gonna
You
clear
go grab it again. You
Uh,
can't play allies here. Let's not sleep on that. Anything
Yep.
else we need to know? Lose an action on the last clue here. Take a damage on the last clue here. We really don't need clues, right? Can't play fast cards here. This one's nothing except flavor. And then we just got to go Pallid Mask it.
Dude, I don't even waste time playing this.
Can you just go Bugatti the Man in the Pallid Mask?
Maybe.
Oh yeah, because it's just minus experience.
It's minus experience.
Yeah, unsolved case. Are you kidding me? I don't have
This
time
is
for
the
an
only
unsolved
case that matters.
I know all things. Yeah, I have everything.
Daniel, thank you so much. That's awesome. Says he bought a second set of tokens to go with this board he just ordered.
Oh, yeah, Keith McDaniel.
What did I say?
Daniel. Oh, we can't discover clues anyway. That's right. Can you just go downtown the Man in the Pallid Mask there?
I mean, do we want to?
4 to 4? I don't know. I mean, it seems like what the game wants us to do. I need to get some spells. I'm classic Mystic. I'm probably just gonna draw.
I think.
Given that's the case, maybe I should just go first. I'm just gonna draw twice
go ahead.
and then do a
Let's
thing.
just see what you get.
Okay, so first Lone Wolf's gonna trigger to give me an extra money. First action I will draw. Second action I will draw. There it is. Final Rhapsody.
Hit it. Got
I
the cat though.
for it.
So you draw 5 tokens. And you take 1 damage and 1 horror for each skull and tentacle you get.
Mm-hmm.
1.
1. 1 and 1 on the cat.
All right. That's what we in the business call Bugatti.
Yeah. Now I wish that this counted as revealing tokens. It doesn't, does it? It says during a skull test. That would be sick. Okay. And then third action, I'll play Recall the Future.
Nice.
Start naming tokens and getting better tests.
He's just
So,
building.
Dude,
He's just hanging out on the shore playing a song.
I know that there's nasty things afoot somewhere, and I just need to get a spell or a search spell. Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, I feel like you building, and we have a huge tempo swing.
Yeah.
Because it's got to go 7. So that's where, even on my turn, here's what I want to do. I'm going to draw a card first.
Okay.
Actually, my weakness makes me not draw the card first. Let's do this. Grizzly Totem. Archaic Glyphs.
Nice, yeah.
And that comes in with 3 charges on it.
What's up, Parker?
And then I'm going to draw a card.
Oh, you drew at the end.
Super smart. It's a weakness. Discard all my resources.
Oh, well, that was actually a good thing to do at the end.
I have my 2 weaknesses are that and amnesia. So I could discard my resources, discard down to 1 card. So I wanted to spend resources and get cards out.
Yeah, I think that's totally right. Yep.
If I hadn't done that,
Totally
I would
right.
lose all that money that I had.
Yep. Totally right.
Okay. End of the round.
Totally radical.
Unsolved case comes into play. And it stays. So
Yep.
I get -2 experience this game.
Don't let it bother you. Draw a card.
Yep.
Ooh, Hypochondria. I got them both out of the way. I'm going to have to probably discard that. There's too much health horror stuff going on here for me to be
That's
comfortable.
fine. I'm feeling okay about that. Bad cards?
Get a money and then bad cards. Yep. Doom.
Uh-oh. Test 3 brain.
I've seen this before.
Let's not fail this one.
Good luck.
Because I can only take so much damage.
I know, right? You're about to be dead mode. You need to find an ally.
Well, hopefully I get some card draw over here on the hunch deck.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just try.
Oof.
Or do I just get him off the table and get us going?
I would say don't take damage.
All right.
I mean, it just depends on the odds, right? So where are you at?
I'm going to add a 4.
6 to 3? That's a pretty good test. Yeah, I would do that.
All right. Taking the initiative.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's an appropriate time, I think. There's three that fail you here. That's not one of them.
Swooshed it from half court.
Swooshed indeed. Ooh, we got the same thing.
You got a bigger brain than me,
I got
bro.
5 brain because of the rosary.
Josh says, Zach with a big brain strategy. Let's just not fail tests.
All right, I'm at -2. I'm going to call -3 on Recall the Future. That reveal another, I think?
Yep.
Taking a horror would not be a problem here, I assure you. -2. It passes.
Swooshertons.
Big brain Jim.
All right. Start of the turn.
Yeah,
I
let's
have
see.
a hunch.
Ah, can't discover clues. Bummer.
It's a bummer, man.
Well, I'm going to do more of the same, honestly.
You do you, man. Go first.
I think I'm going to start with the draw, and then if I don't hit a spell, I'll go ahead and drop. If I do hit a spell, I'll drop Hypochondria. If I don't, I think I need to keep drawing. Lone Wolf going to trigger here. First action will draw. Oof. Second action will draw. Okay, that's a start. Third action, I'm going to play Jim's Trumpet.
Nice.
Okay.
Hanging out on the shore, dude.
Okay.
I forgot to read about these bleak plains. It says, on every side of me stretched a bleak and desolate expanse of plain, covered with a tall overgrowth of sere grass, which rustled and whistled in the autumn wind.
Beautiful.
I just went a little closer to decipher the. I was like, let me decipher this reality.
Okay, that's me. Draw, draw, trumpet. I'm just going to keep building, man.
I'm gonna draw.
Yep. You've never done that in this game before.
Let's draw.
Dude, we're cashing in that tempo right now. Cashing it in.
He's aloof, right?
He's aloof. Yep. You can move up there if you want. There might be cards that say if Man in the Pallid Mask is next to you, he does weird stuff. That is in the deck somewhere, but...
I just need to have cards for my tests.
My tests.
Let's draw.
Don't
one.
hit your weakness.
I'm gonna draw again.
You may as well get out of the way if you're going to have it, right?
Perfect.
Okay, good. Good. All right, enemies don't do anything. Ready everything. Draw a card. Gain a resource. And the bad cards.
Doom?
Yep, Doom and the bad cards.
Peril hidden.
Yep, I got one of those.
Son of a gun.
All right, test 4 brain. If you fail, take 2, search your deck for a madness, draw it, and shuffle your deck. I might not have any left.
Great.
So I'm not going to bother pumping that test. I don't remember. I may have gotten a third one. Can't quite remember.
And this shuffles back. Come on, draw.
Definitely
hunch.
failed that. All right, let's see if there's any madness in here.
I think we did get a third one.
Yep. Lost Soul. If you have more or equal doubt, test X. If you fail, take 2 damage. Test my book against my brain. Oof. It's not going to work.
You got that kitty cat.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. But hey, what could go wrong? Okay. All right. We're going to do the test. Man, all weaknesses are now out of the deck. Now
That's good.
that is a tough start. Test 3 book against the only thing that succeeds here, I believe, is a superstar.
That'd be great.
Things can happen. Tablet.
-3. If you fail and so-and-so is in play, place a clue on your location.
So that is not the case. I could turn it into a -1 for the cat. That would still be a failure. So this discards. I'm going to take 2 damage. I'm going to put 1 here and 1 on Jim. Great. Thanks, card. All right, so now it's our turn.
Get my hunch.
Good. Oh, no, that's the clues. Dang it. I thought that was the draws. Okay. I'm going to do another draw build. You think it's time to hit the man? I think it probably gets harder at 7 Doom.
So it doesn't have to happen yet.
Or, yeah, you probably have at least 1 more turn, I'd imagine.
I could do it now with a pretty good chance.
+3 at least?
Yep.
My worry is that the worm is going to come out, and then all hell is going to break loose.
I think
I'm sitting here with a trumpet and a rosary.
So I cannot do that yet.
Let me see. Let me see what I draw into. Because if I get the ammo, first action. Ooh, okay, that is helpful. Now I get Lone Wolf too. Let's
See you, Aaron.
go second action. Okay. And then last action.
You know what's hypochondria do?
Ritual candles. So that is when I take 1 or more damage, I take a direct horror, which I should have done last time. Because I did take a damage.
All right.
Okay, so that's my turn.
All right, here's what I'm going to do. Because I'm not going to quite throw us under the bus yet, but it's about to happen.
Next turn, we need hypochondria.
I'm going to do 2 actions to get rid of the whispers in my head. Dismay. It makes it where I can't play skill cards.
Yep, you gotta dump that.
I'm going to play a shortcut.
Nice.
We're just going to hang out here. That's what I'm saying. I could do the test now.
Maybe you do. Maybe you do.
I'm just always afraid of getting my weakness.
Me too. Maybe you do.
Let's try it. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Nice. 7 to 4?
Yep.
You can't hate that.
Let's go, Pallid. Man in the Pallid mask.
Hold on. This isn't connected. Is it connected to anything? Yeah. Okay. So we can't get to the palace yet. No, we can get to the palace from the streets. Or from the ruins.
So this is up.
Yeah.
That's
more like
weird.
it. Okay. That makes sense. Thank you, chat. Man, we would have been wrecked on that. So maybe you just roll over to one of those.
Yep.
And then
use my last action to draw a card.
Yeah, it's sketchy.
Okay, that's good. That's really good.
Okay. All right, and then we draw a card, gain a resource,
Oh, yeah.
and the bad cards, starting with you.
Oop, do we put a Doom on first?
Yes, Doom, yeah. The bad stuff, I should say.
Come on, let me shuffle this deck.
5 of 7. Interesting how this works. What does this even mean?
I assume once Man in the Pallid mask goes, we're going to get you-know-who out.
Yeah.
And then this just makes our life worse.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Huh.
All right.
Huh. All right,
bad cards?
Yeah, drop your, yeah.
Nope. It has Surge, but also if you have no remaining sanity, place 2 Doom on the current agenda.
I'm close. I'm at 7 of 8.
Oh.
You can draw a skull already.
Test 3 brain. For each point you fail by, take a horror.
Yep, that's a classic. Boy, you've seen that a million times, you know?
Take initiative.
Yep.
5 to 3.
That's a good card, isn't it?
So good.
Once you draw that skull, you'll pass the test. Ah!
I lose by 1. That's fine.
Oh, it's only one. Yeah, that's right. It's not one you got to pass.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're a little bit insane. Everything's fine. Uh-oh, a fanatic. Spawned at the revealed location with the most clues. After enters play, move 1 from Fanatic's location to Fanatic. When you defeat Fanatic, take control of its clues.
That's going to make things harder.
That's going to make things much harder. Yes. Actually, I really needed a test there. Okay.
Not really. I can kneel him down with my glyphs.
You got the glyphs. Got those sweet glyphs. So... I feel like we need to make some money moves here.
Hunch.
Yeah. Okay. Not terrible. Oh, is that the search for
Search
anything?
for any card.
I'm coming to you, man.
Coming to me and I'll
Yep.
play it on you.
Yeah,
It's fast too, so you can have it as your third action. Move, fast. You can get the card and play
I
it.
really need to get Hypochondria out, and that's two actions. Ugh. Oh man. There's no way to travel you, right? I don't have Astral. That's too important. Too important. So I'm gonna do that plan. Move.
Because and then actually it sets it up where next round if you walk in, you can ace him, and then I can walk in and Pallid Mask, and you're set up.
Yeah, it's true. So I'm actually gonna do first action. I'm gonna draw to make sure I don't search out the thing that I draw the thing that I would search out. First action, draw. Yes, that was such a good decision. Drew into the upgraded wither because I was trying to make the decision which one to search out for a 2 health. Okay, second action, third action. You take your fast action. Yeah. Ooh, Olive was on top of deck there, and we'll get the Shriveling in play. And I get 1 for Lone Wolf. Whee! Okay. Done. Thank you for that. That is incredibly helpful. My gosh.
You're welcome.
Okay, I'm set up. So next turn, we will have the gem cannon ready to go. And then at the end of this one, I will have to discard cards out of my hand. What do you think? One more?
I mean, technically I move, evade with the glyphs, and try to get the Pallid Maskman out of here right now.
I have Spectral Razor, so next turn, first action, I can roll in there, Spectral Razor, take that off of you, and do 2 to it.
Or I could wait, and you could do that anyway. Right?
Yep. Yep. That's the question, isn't it? And I still gotta get this Hypochondria out of here.
That's what really has to happen.
Man, it does. Then I'm clear and free, man. After that, all the weaknesses are gone. All the bad stuff's gone. Nothing but net after that.
Honestly, the options are I can move in, I can use one of my glyphs to exhaust him, and then I can try to pass.
You can remove the Hypochondria from me.
Oh, really? I can do that.
I love that.
Because that's a way better use of my actions.
Yeah.
We'll get rid of that.
You just want to talk to me?
Yeah.
Jim, you're fine.
You're fine, dude.
Look
It's
at
like,
this,
hey, stop stealing
look
my
at this
stuff.
discard pile. It's just 3 weaknesses. Get out of here.
That's actually really good. And then I'll use my last action just to gain a money, and that'll be.
Is there any tests that you can take that you need to take out of your hand? There's no way that's true, right?
No, there's just nothing.
Okay, so then I need to discard some cards.
Yeah, that was a clutch play.
That's great.
That's
Without
really
chat,
good to
I would have made the wrong choice there.
2 things would have gone wrong here without chat.
Right.
All of you, you're the best.
You are the best. Okay, and then I'm gonna drop.
Rockin' saying he never knew that. Josh says, I imagine Joe hitting Jim with a bucket of water like a cartoon.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I'm going to drop Eureka as well.
Eureka.
Unfortunately. No, that's Olive. So I'm going to drop Read the Signs and Ritual Candles. Because I've already got everything I need. All right, dude. Here we go. Draw a card, gain a resource. Oh, wait, I do that at the end of this. Now Eureka goes. Gain a money.
Party on, Wayne.
All right, now we're ready. It just took a little
Back
time.
card.
Add a Doom.
At 6 of 7.
Yeah. If you need help with tests, I've got cards in hand.
Surge.
Okay.
Wow. Realm of Madness. Discard cards from play and or from your hand with a total printed resource cost of at least X, where X is the amount of horror on your investigator.
Ugh.
So I have to discard 4.
4 resource costs from play or from hand. Hey, dude, can you discard this? Wouldn't that be awesome? I don't know. I don't think you can, but.
Wait a second.
Isn't there a rule where you can't discard a weakness or is that only if it's in your hand?
There's no way I can. Can I get rid of my assault case with this? I'm going to let chat decide.
It may be a rules twist. We know that you shouldn't be able to, but it may be possible. You cannot. Chris says no. I say no.
Okay. I have a 4-cost card in my hand that I'm going to use.
Okay.
I'm going to get rid of my fingerprint kit.
Yep. Fair enough. We'll never need clues, right?
That's actually, of all the things that could have happened, that's fine.
Yeah.
This is the window. Don't have this be awful.
Okay. I understand this. I'm getting very weird.
It is time for that. It's in your hand. You got lots of stuff in your hand. All right. Start of the turn.
Yeah.
Let's get my hunch.
Cryptic.
Investigate my location can draw 3.
Good. I don't need that right now. I think I'm fully set. The only thing I need left is Olive. You feel like you need cards. That's going to help you on tests.
So I think you should go first.
Roll in. Ace the Fanatic.
That makes my job really easy.
Okay. Okay. Let's do that then. Oh, wait. I've got to play some cards first. So,
now, the other thing is...
Yes? Tell me. Tell me more.
I might be able to roll in, nuke the enemy. Doesn't he get another clue?
No, it's only when he enters play.
I might be able to roll in, nuke the enemy, and pass the test. If you need the actions to like clear your hand out or something.
So I'm gonna play a spell, and I'm gonna clean this up. So I'm gonna put Lone Wolf down here. Ritual Candles and Recall is my like test stuff, and I've got the Black Cat Trumpet. Let's go. Let's build it. Candles. Recall. Actually, I liked it better the other way. Okay. So let's see. Worst case scenario, I play Wither, move, land the Wither, save the Spectral, which is probably right. Bless you.
Thank you.
Gotcha. Well, that's kind of an all-star play if you want to do it.
I mean, I'm not guaranteed to hit, but like, I think I can do it. Worst case is I end up taking 1 damage. If I fail the attack, I'll try to evade, and if that fails, then I'll take 1. But then next round, if you can clear out, and the next round you can walk in and nuke it if I don't.
I can definitely, yeah. I mean, next round I'm in full Culver mode.
Yeah, I like Culver mode.
I'm in max Culver.
Let's just. I have a weird feeling that like this is just superstar time.
All right, let's go, Joe. I mean, you've been leading the charge on this.
Joe
like,
is a true diamond. You
go.
know? All right, let's do it. Joe's going to the Palace of the King. Joe is going to engage with that enemy. Yep. I'm going to attack that enemy. I'm at a 4 to its 3. I'm going to play a vicious blow. I'm going to boost it by 1.
Yeah.
So now I'm at 6 to 3. I'm ahead by 3.
Grab that skull. One more.
Failed, so I take a horror.
Yeah. Nice.
Swooshed it.
So that's the all-star player, I think.
Yep. Let's use my next action to use my glyphs. So I'll investigate, and let's investigate at... I'm at 4 to 2. Let's make it 5 to 2.
Trying to evade him, basically. Hey!
There you go.
Trumpet!
So he's evaded.
Oh, wait, you're at 5? I'm at 7.
You want to heal me?
I can.
Because you have this and that?
Yeah, heal on.
1?
Heal you 1, yeah.
Thanks for playing me that sweet tune. So I moved, failed, did that. I'm going to use a fast action to play Cryptic to draw 3.
Nice. Don't draw that card.
What card?
The bad card? You haven't drawn the bad card, have you? Very nice. Okay. Now it's Jim's turn.
Shouldn't have surged the King's Edict.
Should not have surge, you said?
Oh, there's a cultist enemy in play.
What was it supposed to do?
For each cultist enemy in play, move a clue from the enemy's location to that enemy. Until the end of the round, each cultist gets +1 fight for each clue or doom on it. So this should have happened. I should have still had...
We can also just presume that we can just shuffle that one, the edict, back into the deck and just assume you drew the other one.
That's fine too.
That's going to be easier. I think that's the best way with Arkham. If you ever have an issue,
That would have been way better.
yeah.
It's cool. You're up, homie.
So get a shot at it. Okay, let's see what we can do then. You know, and we're about to, so do we need to hit the man here?
I thought you were just clearing your hand.
I can, but now at this point, it's kind of like, our thing's about to advance. So I can roll in Seal of the Elder Sign, heal Black Cat, guarantee I succeed on the Man in the Pallid Mask test.
And I can help you on it.
And Fanatic comes back to me.
I like that a lot.
It's not bad.
I can boost you.
So all right. Now, there's no more fitting thing than rolling the Seal of the Elder Sign at the Man in the Pallid Mask at the last second, right?
I'm into it.
I'm feeling that. Okay, so let me think. I know I got to move. I know I got to take the test. So I can do one thing.
One thing.
I don't know why.
Doesn't even matter how hard you try.
All right, so I'm going to play Wither as my first action. Little kill the Wienies spell. Second action will move. And third action will test Man in the Pallid Mask. It's 3 to a 4. I'm dropping the seal to give myself 4 to 4. And I don't draw any tokens. I treat it as a superstar, which means that it's +5. Black Cat heals.
Wow.
And Man in the Pallid Mask is officially...
That card's
I
Bugatti.
need a Lone Wolf too.
So it hits?
It hits, yeah.
All right. He's defeated.
And then we advance the act, I believe.
Let's go. This is Act 2A.
How about the 7th sign?
Figment of your imagination. Put the set aside, you know who, King in Yellow, enemy into play next to the Act deck. For the remainder of the scenario, you know who, is considered to be in play but is not at any location. Remove the Man in the Pallid Mask from the game.
Oh, nice.
The King in Tatters. I heard the King in Yellow whispering to my soul, it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of a living god. Fast action, if there are no clues on your location, remove each investigator's clues from the game. Flip your location over and resolve the text on the other side. Objective, defeat you know who.
So we have to clear all of these, cash in clues, and flip those things up to stories?
Yeah, so like if someone was here, they could flip it because it's blank, and then it resolves. And
and then you also remove all of your current clues from the game.
Yeah, but I'm not sure we'll need those clues.
I'll bet we will. I know Arkham. Cannot be damaged except by story cards. The beginning, if he's ready, attacks in player order. Okay. But he's not out, right?
He's counts as in play.
Oh, so it's a permanent forever? He's just going to wreck us?
For the remainder of the scenario, he's considered in play, but not at any location.
Oh my gosh. So we take an attack regardless of where we are. If we take horror in excess of our sanity, we also take 1 damage. And then we can always test X brain versus 4 to evade or to exhaust. So so I'm going to have to do essentially a 4 test brain to exhaust him every round. Yeah. Otherwise, we're each going to take 2. Now, because we are moving on, that was my last action, we're immediately going to take an attack because it goes right to the enemy phase, which is very unfortunate. Okay, but that's fine. So that's the end of our turn, yeah?
Ryan says, the stranger was a figment of your imagination, a device your mind used to build connections where none existed.
Yeah, man, so we just got permanent, insane hamster happening here.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay, so then we go to enemy phase. If he's ready, attacks in player order, starting with you. So 2 sanity to you. And then if it's in excess, which it is not.
It's not.
And then it does 2 to me, and I'm going to take 2 on Black Cat.
Okay.
Because there are no gas max in this.
And then Doom, and he readies, right?
Well, draw a card, gain a resource. This guy readies, he'll come to me.
Amnesia.
Oh, there it is. Perfect. There goes all the tempo that we fought so hard for.
It's okay.
Draw a card, gain a resource. Okay. And now we go to the bad things. Yeah, now the agenda advances.
Key to the what? Turning a corner, you nearly bump into a nurse with light brown hair and sharp features. You tell her about the violent patients and the strange things you've seen. But she doesn't listen. When you inquire about Daniel, she informs you that he is a friend of the king and that he resides in the palace. So we're flashing back to what was actually happening when we were there. The investigators must decide. Any investigator may test 4 brain to snap out of it. If you succeed, advance to 2A. If you failed, you must choose an option you have yet to choose. Test 4 book to remember that you've done this before. If successful, advance to 2A. If you failed, choose another option. This can't be real. This can't be real. This can't be real. Each investigator takes 2 horror, advance to 2A. Or the investigators faint and awaken sometime later, advance to 2A and place a doom on it. So, may as well try.
That needs to happen now.
We test. Well, we get a brain test and then a book test. If either succeed, we go. Then if they don't, we can either take 2 horror, or we can place a doom on the next agenda.
I can take a brain test at 4.
And then I'll end up taking a book test.
Yeah, 100%. So 4, I'll go to 5, 6 with Uncage the Soul.
Okay.
So 6 on 4. I'll call -3 with Recall the Future. And we'll give it a shot.
How many are you ahead by?
I'm ahead by 3 technically. I'm ahead by 2, but the -3 is a non-issue.
Okay.
And I can cancel out the tablet. So a -4, -5, and a tentacle
All right.
are the bad things.
-1.
Success.
We advance. 2A, Madness Drowns. I thought too of the King in Yellow, wrapped in the fantastic colors of his tattered mantle and that bitter cry of Cassadia. Not upon us, O King, not upon us. You know who gets +1 fight and cannot be defeated. If there are at least 5 damage per player on you know who, advance this agenda.
So 10 damage to advance the agenda, which I think we want to do now.
Yeah.
And we have to do a 5 brain test to evade now.
So 10 means this flips and the he can't be defeated goes away. 14 means he's gone.
And we can't damage him at all except through story card effects.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we got to clear and flip quickly.
Clear all the things, flip all the things. That fingerprint kit would be good. Or another deciphered reality in case you
That would be the money maker.
Oh,
I'm going to flip my... Oh, we haven't done the bad cards.
we haven't done the bad cards, no.
All right. Okay.
Ugh. Okay. The planes. Retaliate. After a location is flipped over, if winged 1 is ready and unengaged, move it toward that location. So winged 1 is in.
All right. I'm going to get a hunch.
You got a hunch.
That's going to be great.
Ooh, that's good. Yeah. Okay, so here's my turn. We wither once. We hope that it works by revealing a symbol. But I don't have olive quite yet, so that's a bummer. Then I probably move here, and then I probably investigate here to clear this location.
That'd be great.
Or here.
Well, don't you need to lock him down?
Yes, I do.
So you nuke that, lock that down, and move here to set up for next round?
Mm-hmm. And if I need to, I can do double wither and then try to lock Haster. Ah! Got me. I'm slowly going insane.
Oh, no, you said it.
I'm slowly going insane, Zach. Help me.
I was wondering. I was like, what happened?
Yeah.
Can't you put it on your rosary?
I feel like it's fit. Yeah, that is fitting.
That way you're not maxed out for
Pray.
those bad cards.
Praying to my new god. Oh, this is all getting very weird now.
It's not good.
I mean, a 5-on-5 is not ideal, right? That's the kind of tests that are not really what we're into.
That's not ideal. But I mean,
No.
you're also
You got to try, right?
Jim.
You got to try.
Now I could go first because I'm gonna draw 3,
Mhm.
and if I can help you with a test, that's super helpful.
We can take a look at it.
We may as well, because here's what I think I have to do. You ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take 2 actions to get rid of Whispers in Your Head Doubt, because I can't play events when it's in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm gonna play my sketches to get 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Johnny. Oh, it's so close to being so good. I can technically add 2 to your test.
I don't even know if it's worth it, man. Okay. Next up.
Also, I have the Bugatti. 1 off everything.
Oh,
So that's going to be crazy.
that's really good.
That just makes these go to them and flip them.
Okay. So let's start with the wither. Ugh. I don't even know if I need... Okay, let's start with the wither. Fanatic, 3.
Do you need...
I don't think so.
All right.
I'm at 4, 5, 6, 7 to a 3.
Okay.
I'll call the -5 on Recall the Future. A success is fine. A success with a symbol is really fine.
What we want is the skull.
That would be Bugats.
Plus
All right.
1.
+1, that's fine. All right, so then we'll do a second action, the same as the first. Recall the Future on the -5. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Okay. Whale, I probably just leave this alone, take the damage, and try to get us out of 4 sanity as a group with that test. That's what I do. So, 5 on 5.
Yep.
I'm going to roll up to +2.
This is a brain test?
It's a brain test.
How-
I'm going to call -3 on Recall the Future.
Do you need me to do anything?
There are 3 tokens that fail. I think that's the best we can do.
Okay.
I mean, we can knock out 2 more tokens, but, like, we just got to be smart.
Just pass.
There. You just got to be smart. All you can do is pass, right? Oh, that will take an attack of opportunity.
You got that kitty cat.
So that would be... That's true.
It's just 1 on the cat.
Well, then it's 1 again, so that maxes me out yet again. Because it'll attack me because it's not dead. But that's better than all the sanity damage. 100%.
Yeah, because there would be sanity and a
Yeah.
damage from the sanity, because we'd both be past this.
All right. Cat. Take 1. Although I might not need that.
You're at -3.
It's -3, yeah. So I don't even need it. Thank you for your service, though.
So you just kneel him?
Knelt, and then I take a damage for the attack of
Also,
opportunity.
let's just take a minute to appreciate this art on you-know-who? The King in Yellow. Look at that. That's creepsters.
Yeah, it's very strange.
That's max creep.
I actually like not knowing what it looks like. I feel like
It's like
I feel like I don't want to see it, you know?
It's kind of like the monster in Stranger Things. You'd rather just not.
I'd rather just not
If
know.
they had never shown it, that would have been awesome.
Yeah, I would rather just not know.
All right, this goes away.
Yeah, thank you.
And then end of round.
No, you get to go.
I already went.
Oh, did you do the
I discarded the
sketches?
card
Yeah,
and then I sketched.
that's right. Okay, yes. So now, enemy phase, nothing happens here, but then we will stand up. There's no hunter here. So this only hunts whenever we flip a location over, and it will happen immediately. Now this is a bad dude here. Three hearts. I need to go take care of that one.
Well, if I clear the stuff first, if you move here and flip it, he can come to you.
And then I can...
Yeah.
I'm into that.
All right. Money and cards.
Money and cards.
And the Doom.
Cards.
I got a
Money.
weakness. Lost Soul. Do we have more? Or equal?
Equal, yeah.
I test Book. Where X is my brain.
Yeah, that's good.
Ah, so it's 4-2.
4-2. What happens if you lose? You gotta go get a... You take 2 damage, I think?
Let's... Yeah.
Ugh.
It's not ideal. Let's just make it 6-2. And I'll draw a card if I succeed.
Yeah, that's good. Oh yeah, Fanatic too. Thank you.
Got it. So -3.
Yeah, yeah, you did. Nice commit. That's
So I draw a card.
clutch.
Oh, yeah.
You still haven't drawn your weakness, have you?
My weakness is in my hunch tag. I've seen them all now.
You've seen them all. The
Yeah.
one that gets rid of your cards? All your cards?
I had a full hand of 6 cards when that got me.
Oh,
It
right.
was
That
horrible.
just happened. That just
Yeah.
happened. Right. Okay.
Okay. Your bad card?
My bad card. Yes. Did you do a bad card already?
Didn't.
No, you didn't do a bad.
No,
We haven't done
Fanatic-
anything. We haven't done anything. Hold on. That was all drawing at the end of the turn.
Yeah, the Fanatic, by the way, is not dead because Steven did the test to exhaust you-know-who.
Yeah. So the Fanatic was do 1 damage with a +1, draw the tentacle to fail the attack, and then did say it.
Woo!
Hasty. 1 to evade, basically.
That's so good. All right, bad cards. Here we go.
Yeah. Just hide the name. Don't say it.
Spawn of Haley.
Mm-hmm.
The prey is the most horror. Retaliate after you successfully evade by 2 or less. Take a horror. So I get it. All right.
Must. This is a grinder. Okay. That's fine. All right. So we need to do some clearing.
I'm gonna flip this
That's what needs to happen here.
fast, and I get to discover a clue when I do it.
Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do. Man, that was a real bummer. Okay. Attack, attack. How hard is it? Yeah, it's so hard to do damage to that thing.
This thing?
Mm-hmm. I just don't have the time to also do the test.
I think I'm just gonna run from it.
Wheel. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. So I'm gonna do 1 here. Then if that thing's exhausted, I might go ahead and just take some pot shots at it.
That's fair. And if you stay there when he hunts, he'll go up instead of right at you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fine.
So I
Yeah,
think
that's
my
fine.
actions are try to lock him down with this.
Mm-hmm.
And then actually, if you're here, you can optionally engage him at the end of the round, right?
He will engage me at the enemy phase.
Because if I evade him, then I'm essentially looking to do the big old test. And then I would probably actually just move here to flip it.
Mm-hmm. And then this guy will move 1, which is good.
Yeah.
And then we can go deal with it.
Dealing here.
Yeah.
But one of the things you have to do is this.
You need to pass that test again. So that's going to keep happening also,
Yes.
in case anybody was unfamiliar. I need to just be able to pass that naturally. Okay, well then why don't you do that, and then I'm going to hit this fanatic, try the test. If it succeeds, take a pot shot at the spawn.
Okay.
That's essentially what my turn looks like.
Let's... Oh, you know what? Let me do the math. Instead of moving, I could just clear this one.
Hmm?
Oh, actually, you can't flip it unless he has at least 5 per investigator on him. So I can't do that.
You can clear the clues, you just can't flip
I'll definitely
it
take
yet.
2 of the clues with my card.
Man, this is insane.
Yeah, this is hard.
Ugh. That at least tees it up pretty nicely.
Well, honestly, I may evade him because I need to be able to play this and pass.
We did all the bad cards, right?
Yeah.
We need to put a doom then.
Oh. I may not play that card this turn.
It's fine, totally fine. It's safe.
I think what I need are cards. And I can queue this up to clear itself.
And you may as well hunch, right?
Totally. So I'll go ahead and do that. Let's work the hunch.
I feel like this is going to be an important flip.
Yeah,
You know?
I agree. But he's got to get to 10 before that even matters.
And we do that with the cards, right? With the stories on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta tell you, these Byakis, I hate them. They're the worst enemies.
They are the worst.
Can't stand them.
What's my max hand size?
8.
All right, first thing I'm going to do is try to evade here using a token. It's the Shroud's 2, so I'm investigating. I'm 2 ahead. Let's make it... Let's go 4 ahead.
Mm-hmm.
-4. Woo!
Do you still take a horror, right? Because you have to succeed by a lot to not take a horror. Successfully evade by 2
Well, this
or
is
less.
investigating. If you succeed, I can automatically evade an enemy.
Oh, okay. So you're technically not evading. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Ah.
Those glyphs, they're paying out.
Huh.
Then
I think that works.
I'm actually just going to draw. I need cards.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. And draw again.
Man, I need olive. That's really what's not working here. Olive is the key, actually. And I don't think I'm ever going to have the time.
Well, because I stayed in this location, I have a lot of draw cards here.
Mm-hmm.
So I can maybe let you filter through.
It is possible. So what are we doing on chat?
Oh, the weird location connections. This
Yeah.
only connects to these two.
To the sidelines,
So you
yeah.
can't just hop up here.
So I might do some experimental jazz here.
Okay. If you need help on a fight, I have cards.
It's a low, so I need to get this card out of my hand. And I need to do that now.
And I get a clue from evading.
No, that's right, because it's an investigate, yeah.
Yeah, super good.
So I am going to do this, and it's weird. I'm going to wither this fanatic.
Okay. Do you need any boosts?
Well, so what I'm going to do, and this is why it's weird. So it's a 7 to a 2 or to a 3. I'm actually going to roll in on Possession Traders, commit it to a skill test, and it immediately fails, automatically fails. Because I'm at 8 cards already.
Yep.
But if I draw a symbol, it gives him -1 health, and he's dead anyway. So
nice.
the test can automatically fail, and I can still win, which
I like that a lot.
is a rare...
And you get that out of your hand.
Yeah. But otherwise, it's just a waste of time. which is what you need to do.
Lillian says, you're actually doing great. You're just garbage at dealing with big chonkers.
Mm-hmm. I've got shriveling in hand. Okay. Fails. Yeah, take the ones that gave you a shot. All right, do it again with the real test.
Do you need any cards?
No.
All right.
Recall the future on, let's see, what am I up? 7 to 3, so -5.
+1.
+1.
He gone.
Dead.
Get that clue, man.
I got a clue. It's
Man.
worth nothing. And then last action, let's try that evade test up top.
Yep. This, do you need help with this?
Well, I'm currently at 5 to 5. And I don't have anything really in hand that's going to make that better for me.
I can give you a +2.
That works if you don't need it, yeah.
+2.
All right, so then we'll do -3 on recall. And we have 3 tokens. Been here before.
Give me the skull.
Boom!
Oh my goodness, it was a -3.
Recall the future.
That's amazing.
Thank you, Recall the Future. That is the purpose of the gym deck. Right there, we just saw it.
We done it.
We just did it.
All right, end of the round. We gain money and a card, or enemies have them first.
Yeah, so enemy phase, anything that's currently standing would hunt. That's not gonna happen. Then everything stands up. I'll go ahead and take this.
Now, if you need me to evade it again.
No.
Okay, you got it.
And then this one stays here. Then we will draw a card, gain a resource. There we go. They're flippable. And then we'd add 1 doom to the agenda and take some bad cards.
Okay.
Uh-oh. It's a long reading. This is intense. This is more intense than I was expecting.
Okay, great. That's
I
fine.
feel like I'm slowly losing. It's like it's a great scenario because you just don't have enough time. You just don't. Anything I need to know about that? Is it
I can't
hidden?
tell you.
Okay. There are things you do need to know. Oof. Creature out of Dimhay. Giant octopus, basically. Massive. So does that mean it's engaged with things in locations connected to it? I can't remember. I'll have to look up massive. When creature's location or a connecting location is flipped, if this creature is ready, it attacks each investigator at that location. So if we flip this, this, or this, it would attack.
This is not connected. It's connected to these two.
Oh, right. Right.
So,
that's very handy, actually. That's very handy. So he's only connected to these 2 locations? Great. That's actually very good. Okay, so massive means it's engaged with everything in its location, but it doesn't engage you and follow you around. So if you do move through it, you still take an attack.
So if any of these 3 flip, we take an attack from him.
Yep. Yep. It's only getting better.
Yikes.
Okay, so I need to turn the page on the spawn. So my turn is going to be...
Let me get a hunch real quick.
Attempt to do... Ooh, that's
awesome.
pretty good. Right, exact now. I know what my turn is. It's attempt to kill here, and then attempt to evade the big man.
Yep.
That's it. So you want me to go and do that in case things get weird? In case I fail. Okay. Or this is a pretty good decipher, isn't it? Are you going that direction?
That's where I'm definitely going.
Okay.
And yeah.
So I'm going to start with Spectral Razor on this thing. It's going to do 3 damage if it hits. I add my 2 stats together, so it's currently at an 8 to its 4. And I'll call -5 on recall.
All right. Well, only 1 token gets us.
I mean, we've been here, right?
Ah!
We know how this works.
Right, in that comment below. So they walked into Carcosa, kicked on the door, and as they blasted the door to the palace, the lights in the arena went out, and the rock's entrance music started. It's a skull.
It's a skull. So, are you at max?
I'm at max.
So let's heal you for 1.
All right.
The trumpet.
Dude, that trumpet's paying dividends.
Yeah, and then that's 3 damage. And then second action will wither Calling -4, I guess. Ooh, 7 to 4 now. 4. So that's, yeah, -4.
Do you need any boosties?
It's just 1 token, 2 tokens.
All right. -3.
That works.
He gone. All right, there's some light.
And then last action, we'll try to evado.
This is where you need to boost. How many? 5 to 5?
Yeah, it's 5 to 5 right now.
I can give you a 2.
I mean, do you need it though?
No.
Okay, well, same thing then.
All right. 2 with steadfast.
Call the -3. Calling the -3. Nailed it. Thank you for the commitment. We're down.
All right.
Just soothing the king with some nice melodies. Now it's your turn.
Just feeling all right.
Yep.
All right. Here's
I can
what.
give you +1 if you need it.
Here's what I will do. I'm gonna play Decipher Reality,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna play Practice Makes Perfect.
Mm-hmm. It's a really...
I should know what these are, right?
You should.
I don't get a shuffle, right?
You don't get to shuffle, no. If you're searching your deck.
Let me just look before I play that.
You can just look at them too. I mean, we know the deck list, right? So you would know what's in there. Let's see if there are no...
No, so I'm not playing it. I'm just gonna commit it, like a smart
Okay, okay. So this is necessarily going to happen. It's not optional.
What is?
If there are no clues in your location, remove each investigator's clues from the game, flip your location over, and resolve the text on the other side.
But this one can't flip.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, but it does mean that once we start going out, the creature will immediately make an attack against us because we will have to flip it on our way out.
But like, if we move here and it flips, he'll make an attack. He'll take 1 and 1, and then this guy would hunt.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think for you is okay as long as you can deal with him.
Yeah, that turn. Which I should be able to, yeah. And then I need to go get... Wow. I mean, yeah, I guess, do you decipher here? It could stack us up in a weird way, but I'm not opposed to it.
I mean, I can just wait, too.
I don't know.
I just feel like...
We need to start flipping. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
But, like, do I have to go deal with this guy first? I don't know the answer. Oh, it's not forced. Okay. Never mind then.
So then it would probably make, if you can do it.
Then if we don't have to flip him, then you're good to go. Decipher away.
But also, like, let me think about this.
It's not going to get any more efficient than this for the rest of the game. I can tell you that.
I think my skill test could be better.
I can give you +1.
Yeah, I can get there.
That's all I've got, though. Well, you know the cards in your deck, right? So it's either going to get better with what you draw or not. You don't want to fail it, I can tell you that.
I can tell you that.
Well, this will probably trigger. Do you discover with, does the text say on Decipher Reality, discover clue at every location?
Mm-hmm.
So that would lose you an action.
So I want to do it
You
at
do
the
your
last action.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And then this would take, you'd take a damage. And that's it.
So
That's
a
it.
damage and a lost action.
So if you do your last action, you take a damage. That's it.
All right, I'm going to draw a card.
Cool. Yeah. Uh-oh. Nervous laughter.
I think I wait one more round.
Okay, I'm in.
Let's play Malison,
Yes, I like that a lot.
and then I'll draw a card. Yeah, these were all right
Great.
choices.
Great, okay. So then enemies happen. We don't have any hunters to worry about. Winged one doesn't do anything. Creature doesn't do anything. We draw one card. Paranoia. How did this get in here?
You shouldn't have another one. Should you? 4 weaknesses? When did that happen?
I don't know. Maybe I do. So I've got gems. This is my basic, and then I added Lost Soul, and I guess Paranoia? Yeah, I think I remember that from last time.
What happens? Is that the money?
Yeah, I lose all my money.
Money on my mind.
Gosh, this has been devastating.
Mind on my money.
Ugh, gross. Okay, that all stands up. Now shriveling gets a lot weirder.
Bad stuff?
Bummer.
Doom?
Yeah, Doom, and then
Card.
More. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Joshua, I don't know. I think maybe that's true. I don't know. 4 weaknesses is just kind of Arkham telling you to get lost.
I got dissonant voices.
Oh man, isn't that a good one? What a time for that card. So we're stuck here. And I've got the remains. Take that test, call -3. It's gone. Man, okay. Olive. Come on, Olive. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 cards to 1 and 6 every draw.
So,
You can't do much of anything, yeah?
let me flip my hunch.
Yeah. Can't do that.
Nope. I can't play assets or events,
Mm-hmm.
but I can take skill tests.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can also do this.
Oh, is that the bad thing?
Mm-hmm.
Is that an asset or an event?
Mm-mm.
It says neither. Sweet.
Okay. I think what I do is, unless you need me to do something else,
There's nothing to be done, really.
I think I get rid of this card, and it costs me 5 money.
Unless you can get me money. That's the only thing.
I don't think I can.
Yeah.
But I get rid of this card,
Mm-hmm.
and then I gain money back so that I'm queued up to play Deciphered Reality. I also have a way to move you for free once I can play an event.
I'll tell you what.
I can also contribute to that again.
Is there a world where you are not at my location?
Yeah?
Because I really need that Lone Wolf money. So I basically, because I just lost it all, which is just so annoying. I can't even describe it. So if I start the turn by gaining 1, I can gain a money, play the Shriveling, get that down finally, and then try to evade. And I've got I can go to a +1 on that. That's my best option. I'll tell you what, dude, actually, no, that's fine. That's fine.
I mean, the other reality
There's
here.
some malice in that if you wanted to.
It can get worse, right?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Dissonant voices is fine. You have shortcut?
Yep, but I can't play it with this.
Mm-hmm. Is this the end of your turn?
At the end of the round.
Yeah. Bummer.
I mean, maybe it's worth malicing. Like,
what do you do otherwise? Just get something out of your hand?
I think it's worth malicing
You think so?
before we move on. Yeah.
That would change what I drew, though, unfortunately.
Would it?
Yeah, because you shuffle it back in.
Okay.
I think we're stuck with it.
All right.
Weird.
I mean, I can move, but he's going to attack me if I'm over here, right?
Only if you flip a location.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It's tempting to sneak by him.
You can. You'd have to basically
Just move all the way up there.
Well, I mean, if you're here and you move, you get attacked.
Oh.
He will engage you when you're in his location. You just won't. He won't stay with you. He's just hanging out there exclusively. But if you were here, then you could next turn move, evade, move. If you wanted to try to do the old shuffle.
Interesting.
And we're at 3 of 7, and then who knows what happens at the end there. And we're ultimately trying to get to 10. We need to start seeing what's on the back of these things.
I feel like with my ability to remove clues, it should it should be pretty quick. Obviously, once all these are clear, it's like one more of them being clear. Surely
Probably is
you
enough.
don't have to do them all.
Because you got to think, sometimes there's 4 players on this, so if they, I mean, you probably only need a few. I don't know. Choose your favorite. But if I can trigger Lone Wolf, it's better for me. But otherwise, it's not awful. Because I really need to get Shriveling down, so next turn I can go move, kill the winged one.
Let's do this. I will move. He's not going to attack me, right?
No, not unless you flip that location.
Then I will spend 5 and get rid of Possession Torturous.
Nice.
Basically, if I got to 12 sanity, I die.
Yeah, I'm on that track.
And then I will gain a money with my last action.
Okay, great. So then Lone Wolf triggers for me. Let's start with the test.
This test?
Because I could make it.
If you move to me, I can help you with the test.
Maybe that's right.
Because you're going to need to go downtown anyway, right? Or up there to get him.
As long as I don't have anything that prevents me from playing the Shriveling next turn. How good is your help? +2? Same as the first? Second burst?
Technically +3 if you need it. I can use this for free. 4 +2 if you don't. But I think +3 is the right answer. Plus, if you're with me, I can play the thing to move you for free next turn. I can send you up there and you can go get them. If you can get them, then I can sneak up top, play my reality. Let's get out of here.
Okay, so if I move, do the test, and then I probably end up just gaining a cash. And then next turn I'll have 4 coming in. I'll play Shriveling, move, attack, or potentially just flip this. He comes in and attack it. That gives us some options. So yeah, so let's start there. Let's see what
And
happens.
would you rather get rid of him or the old guy?
I mean, this is ready to flip, right?
My only problem is like this guy attacks us while we're here if this flips.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
I guess if I exhaust him first, then you could flip that location.
I could.
If you
Yeah.
if you grab that clue.
That works. It absolutely works.
All right.
First action there. Second action, let's go with the test. I feel like +2 is fine. +3 is...
It's a free +3.
Okay. Yeah, let's go.
Curiosity for +2, 3. Plus, if I use it, I might shuffle it back in. I take a horror when I shuffle it back in.
Yeah.
Give me a skull.
All right. So I'm currently 3 up. We'll call, what, -4 on the...
2 tokens. To rule them all.
-2.
Get out of here, king.
Then last action, I will gain 1 cash.
Now, do you need the cash?
I really need the cash.
Okay, great.
Unless there's a...
Well, it was just basically, I can help you right now get that clue if you want it. But that's fine if not. It's a 2. You can figure
You're about
that
to
out.
decipher, right?
That's right.
All right, no enemies that matter. Draw a card. Gain a buck.
Doom.
Standees. Doom on.
Bad
cards. Let me know if anything's particularly bad.
My goodness. Dissonant voices. I can just malice in it first.
You need to play events, right?
Decipher reality among them.
Well, let's think about what is your turn.
So my turn, I can either, if I put a clue back, Decipher reality here would let me get both clues and 1 off everything. If I don't, if I just take this, my play is probably move, exhaust him, move. and then I'm queuing up for Deciphered Reality up here to get these two, clear one off of everything, and then investigate to get the last clue. So it's fine, actually. It's a fine Dissonant Voices turn.
I think it's fine. Yeah, okay, let's not worry about it then. Descent into Madness. Surge, and if I have 3 horror, lose an action.
That's bad. Can you cancel it?
I can't cancel the Surge is the problem. So I'm just going to take it. 1 action gone. Okay, Agent is here. That is the worst case scenario. Okay, cool. So my best turn now is probably looking at 3 Withers, hoping to hit a symbol on one of them to get him off the board. If you've got a Vicious Blow, then that gets a little bit different.
I do not.
We can also evade the old-fashioned way.
I could help you with that.
And I've got some play on that test. You've got a shortcut in hand?
Mm-hmm.
He does have Hunter, too.
Does the money help if you're by yourself at the start?
No, because the money's about playing. I can't do anything as long as he's engaged with me.
Yeah.
So that's the main thing I'm looking at. We could evade him. First action, second action, play. Second action, shrivel. But I'm down 1 action, so that's a big problem.
Do you need me to punch him?
That really doesn't change the math.
All right.
I have 2 actions, so like I don't think this happens.
Maybe I can do that.
Can you?
It's at a 5?
Mm-hmm. Or like my best case scenario is evade and then try to drop here, and then I'm kind of in the same spot next turn, but I have an extra action.
I assume you have no contributions to that?
I just got that
mental?
shriveling down. To your test?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing of import.
I mean,
at a certain point, we just start taking the sanity.
Yep.
Because we can take a bunch. This guy's just got to die. At some point, he's got to die.
Well, you could also... Yeah, he does at some point.
You know?
Agreed.
So I've got 2 actions. I mean, best case scenario, I do 4 with 2 actions with Wither. Worst case, I do 2. And then I take all the damage in Casterly Rock. I probably just have to evade and then drop the shriveling. And then he comes back up. I do a shrivel, wither, test, and then the next turn I do we do the business. I think that's my best. I think that's my best thing. I think I got to evade and get the spell done.
Okay.
That's just got to happen.
Do you need help with the evade?
Yeah, anything you've got. It's 2 to 2. I'm gonna pump it to a 3 and a 4 and a 5. So 5 to 2. So I'm currently 3 up. I can call -4, and so I've got 2 tokens that are gonna fail us. Sebastian, the agent always engages with whoever draws it. Prey is only a tiebreaker. So that's something that I didn't know either. It's like if you draw it, it engages you 100% of the time. Prey is mainly a tiebreaker for the Hunter ability.
Let me think about this for a second.
I don't think you need to drop a card in there unless it's just completely worthless to you.
It's not worthless. So go ahead.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. So the only thing
-4 on
gets us
recall.
yeah, we need anything but a -5 with a tentacle.
Yeah.
Ah, this is intense.
Can you imagine playing this on expert or hard?
No way. Skull.
It's good.
He's playing a song, dude.
It's good. Okay, so that works. I get Eureka to trigger, which is nice. He's going to be exhausted. He'll come back to me, so I just won't worry about it. Jim's Trumpet's going to trigger. Probably you. I mean, double sanity for me is 16.
Yeah, it's
double
probably
sanity
me.
for you is
I
12.
think it's me.
So let's
right.
play a teen for you.
Appreciate it. And we might get separated here, so.
All right,
now's the time.
Eureka and
Oh, I forgot.
Eureka.
Technically, I have a hunch.
I'm grabbing Olive with Eureka, which is very important. And then we're going to play Shriveling.
Getting it down.
Got to get it down. If we just keep getting enemies stacked up.
Yeah, and actually, that's really helpful because I won't go to my max. You will, though, and you'll take a damage.
I'll probably go 1 and 1.
Okay.
I've got another one in hand, and I'll
Perfect.
play it again.
Okay, that's great. That's actually fine. Look at us.
Yeah.
Would you
what
look
am
at
I
that?
doing? I'm supposed to be doing something in my head.
You played Shriveling. You had that was your second
Charges.
action.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
How many need? I got it.
4, yeah. I'll take another one. Appreciate you.
All right, mine.
Yep.
So I think my play is move here, exhaust him,
Okay.
move to the spires.
Move to the spires. Yeah.
So then my objective is next round, decipher reality, clear 1 off of everything, 2 off of that, and then second clue here, it'll flip. I'll take the attack if he's not exhausted, which is fine. But then this is clear and flipped. When that happens, technically he would hunt. So you'll have to make decisions about your life.
So we can either send him this way or this way.
Yep.
We'll have to make that decision. Yeah.
Doesn't he have to hunt towards you?
No. This isn't technically Hunter. It just says after it's flipped over, if it's ready, move it once toward the location that was flipped.
Oh, perfect.
So I can throw
Yes.
here, and then I can actually flip this one and send him back here. And then it's a lot easier over the course. Because I've still got the agent I've got to deal with. So that's good. That gives me a turn to...
All right, so I'm going to do that. You already went.
Yeah, just be sure to exhaust, you know?
Move. We will use my evade on my glyphs. So it's an investigate against a 4. So it's 4 to 4. And I will...
Best of luck.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to save that.
This is insane.
Mm-hmm. Let's go...
This is insane, though. For real.
Up by 3.
Oh, dude, you dropping those glyphs, dude? Hold your horses now.
What's my alternative?
Oh, I don't know. You got to play that. I don't know. 3 more charges of evades might be really critical. Did you use your last charge just now?
Yeah. Otherwise, I just sit where I'm at. Which is fine.
I guess you could just technically take a damage in a horror. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know which one's better. You're about to reshuffle, yeah?
You know, that actually... Well, the horror puts me at 1 over here, so I take another damage from that. And I am about to reshuffle.
Yeah, drop it.
Which is kind of
go with the one that brought you, man. You're only 2 up, though, yeah?
3.
3,
here.
okay. All right.
So...
All right.
I could technically get 4, I just don't want to.
All right, good luck. Yeah, good luck.
All right, here we go. Get another
Draw another one. Oh, this could be awful. Oh, this could be horrible. Oh, help us. That's good. You did it.
Does
Is
the
it
skull
-2, yeah?
trigger anything? Yeah, it's -2.
It would be -4 if you had no sanity.
Yeah, we did it.
You can thank your jazz playing friend.
He's
for
exhausted.
That. Whew.
And then this stays here, right? Even though it's out of charges?
Yes, it does, technically, unless it says otherwise.
And we'll move up here with my last action.
Okay, so now we've really committed to a strategy of good luck to all of us. I hope to see you on the other side.
Yep.
Okay. So then we draw a card, gain a resource. Agent of the King stands up and engages me.
When I'm out of deck, I take a horror.
Yeah.
That's
Take a
not
horror
good.
and reshuffle.
Oh wait.
Well,
Aha!
we also gotta take this stuff too. So homeboy here is gonna do 2 to everybody.
Before we draw.
Yeah, before we draw.
Okay.
Yeah.
1 and 1.
1 here. And what does it say if we have? Doesn't it say if we do extra in excess, take 1? All right, I'm gonna blow up the rosary. Okay, then we gain a money and draw a card. And yeah. Okay. Okay. Nice. Good. Good, good, good.
Bad cards?
Bad cards. Did you put a doom on?
Yeah.
You did? I don't think you did.
No. I thought I did.
It was 4 out of 7 last time, I'm certain.
All right.
Okay, hold on. Chat. Oh, you get this because of the glyphs.
Oh, and then it flips.
No, you can choose to flip it if you want to.
But he's exhausted, so it would be the time to flip it.
If you wanted to be there with him next turn, then you could make that decision.
Would it not? It's a fast action to flip.
Yeah, but... Oh, yeah,
So I flip it
right
while
on.
he's
yeah,
not
yeah.
doing his thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Steps of the Palace. You come across a set of steps that look
Thank you, chat.
similar to the grand staircase of the palace from Act 1, Scene 4 of The King in Yellow. The very same stairs Casilda nearly fell down when she fainted upon seeing the stranger for the first time.
I read that earlier today, actually.
Shattering your reverie is the sound of a woman's gasp. And when you look up, you see Casilda at the top of the steps, her expression shocked upon seeing your face. You rush up the staircase and catch her as she falls, wrapping your arms around her body. She dissolves into the cloudy mist around you. Deal 1 damage per investigator to you-know-who. Exhaust him and disengage from all investigators. So he takes 2.
Wait, that happens automatically.
Right now.
There's no trigger, there's
Nope.
no action.
It just says deal 2 damage to him, exhaust
I'm
him,
not taking 2.
and disengage from all investigators.
Mm-hmm.
Flip this back over. For the remainder of the game, it cannot be flipped again.
Wow. Okay.
That was a money move.
Wow, that was much better. Chat just saved our bacon.
So
on that
then
one.
I took 1.
You took 2, technically. You should have. Yep, just like that.
Wow. Wow.
Chat, you guys really did it.
Wow.
Oh, but this guy, and so this guy, we're going to move here.
And we remove all our clues from the game.
Is it just the one that flipped it, or is it all of us?
Each investigator.
Okay.
But the clues haven't
They
been
don't,
doing much.
so far.
Wow.
And yeah, I do. I get the old, I can pray yet again. Feels good.
That's phenomenal.
Okay. Chat on the case
Alex says
there.
that was a great move. Unintentionally great.
Wow.
Just walking through.
Great.
So these all ready.
Great stuff.
We did
yeah.
the Doom.
Everything
We
ready
do bad
is-
cards.
We do the Doom, we do the bad cards, yeah. Anything's really bad, let me know.
This isn't so bad. Yellow sign. I test for mind. If I fail, I take 2 horror, and I search my deck for a madness weakness, draw it, and shuffle it into my deck. It was the madness weakness I'm really good against.
Lost Soul.
Yep.
Yeah.
And taking 2 horror, technically I could do 1 and 1.
Yeah, that's not bad. Not a bad deal. And this thing's gone too, yeah. End of the round.
Yeah, let's just
Yeah,
take
it's not
it.
a bad
Let's
test.
just
That's
take
not a
it.
bad test.
-2, I fail. So I'll put 1 and 1. Man, what a money move.
Whoever, I forget who it was, said we should take the evade glyphs.
That was money in the bank.
That's the correct decision. That's so correct. Wow, it's funny too. I'm looking at the board now. We have slowly tilted everything.
It's
this
turning,
direction.
yep.
That is mind bending. I'm stressed out. I don't play this game.
Yeah, this is intense.
I'm gonna have to go take a shower.
Lillian says clutch glyphs. That's
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
All right, so then I get this Lost Soul, and I'm testing 4 book against 2 brain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fine.
If I fail, take 2 damage. We're just gonna take it. 4 to 2.
Yeah.
I can put 1 on Malison. Pass.
You did it. Great. Good pass.
Your card. party time now.
Oh no. Here we go. Real location with the most clues.
All right, great.
I was like, it's gonna be yours.
Yeah, we're not
but
touching that
it's actually
location.
not. I move 1 to 1, and okay.
Okay. Beginning of the round, I get a
Yeah.
hunch. Extensive research. Oh my goodness, that's such a money card right now. Cost me 3.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting. So let me talk to you about my turn. I think it starts with a wither. And if I get silly, and that wither happens to do the -1 health, I may try to do it again. I know.
So here's what I'm thinking. I have my take the initiative in here.
Mm-hmm.
I also have practice makes perfect, which you
Yep.
can get it. So my first thing is I think I'm gonna try to grab 1 clue and get whatever card I get with practice makes perfect, put it in my hand, so then I can decipher the reality.
Yeah. And that is that take the initiative you said?
Yeah.
It gets worse though every
Yeah,
action,
but
right?
if I get it on my first one, it's a 3, and then it would be on the second thing I do, it's a 2.
So
if
get
you go
+2
first, it's a
through-
0.
Yeah. So yeah,
And
that's
it's
fair.
my big old practiced event.
That's fair.
So I'm gonna just try a regular old investigate.
Okay.
You down with that?
Yeah, old school.
All right, and we're gonna practice makes perfect. And so I get a look at the top 9.
Did you draw 9 perfectly?
Mhm.
Very cool. You must have done this a lot. Sometimes you whiff on these, you know?
Well, I didn't whiff on Astounding Revelation.
All right.
And if it's not a book, I can't commit it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it whiffs.
Well, at least we knew now.
Yeah.
You might still get a clue out of the deal.
Bummer, dude.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm at a 4 to 3. Well, now I know what I think I have to do. 4 to 3. Here we go.
Good luck. Could be a free clue, essentially.
Oh, nailed
It
it.
was.
Don't mind me.
And is practice an event or a skill card?
It's an event.
Okay, right on.
So I was hopeful to get.
It doesn't have to be the turn.
Yeah, we still have 1 more, eh?
You could even just, at this point, could you research, extensive research for 2? And I mean, that's worth thinking about. Just do it the old-fashioned way.
Mm-hmm.
But we need Octo, man. So like, my turn's going to be dealing with this and trying to get Hamster wheeled again, and then move up here, kill this guy next turn.
So I'll probably wait then.
Okay.
I'm just gonna draw.
Okay.
Let's
Don't draw the
1.
weaknesses.
That could happen. Oh god. It's actually really good.
Oh, okay. That's not the noise you make when it's really good.
Then I will draw 1 more. Okay, great.
Great. All right, starting out with the
That-
agent here.
This set is setting up for goodness. See ya, Tigger.
All right, starting with a wither.
Don't fail me now.
7 to 4. I'm going to call -4 and recall the future. Nailed it. All right. Second action.
Was it a wither?
Mm-hmm.
So you did one of these -1 health?
No, it's only -1 if you hit the symbol, which I
Okay.
just don't do. Mainly, you need Olive to make that work really well.
Yeah, yeah. She's been missing MIA
I
here
have
on
her in hand,
Carcosa.
I just have enemies everywhere. All right, here we go. So we're currently at 5, 6, 7, 8 to 4, so I'll call -5. I really don't want to see a symbol here. But you know how the game does it. Oh, nailed it. He did.
Hey, he's a victory, man. He's not getting shuffled
That's
back
right.
in.
We're going to take those XP. Now, I'm in the same old Cincinnati slammer here. Try to evade. I want to get Olive down so badly.
She has.
Oh, I need one
She can
Fellow
soak
Wolf,
for
too.
you, right?
Yeah, she can soak 3
So
for me.
here's my question. It's crazy, I know.
Mm-hmm.
If I take these 2 and I assign, no, it wouldn't matter. Okay.
If you do 1 and 1, you're still not over.
Yeah.
But the dock is no longer in session.
Well, I have him in my hand,
Yep.
so he's a 1-cost guy.
That seems fine. Honestly.
I think it's fine for you to get Olive out if it means that you
Okay.
nuke that guy.
I mean, the chances go through the roof.
That's what I need.
So, yeah. Third action, Olive, you couldn't have gotten here any later. Oh my gosh.
All right. So enemies do enemy things. These guys stay.
Nothing happened. No hunter.
He's hitting us
no
for 2.
hunter. We take 2.
Malison, you have served your purpose. I shall. Then we get a Doom.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we get a card and a resource. Don't sleep on the good stuff.
Oh, I'm always nervous because it might not be the good stuff.
Yep, that's how this game. It's the weird. It makes you hate the things that you normally love, like Facebook. You added Doom, yeah. So it goes up to 6. Then we draw the bad cards. Let me know if anything's really bad.
This is where the money's made. Okay. Test 3 brain. For each point I fail by, I take a horror. I kind of have a card for this moment.
If you got a card, then have it. If you need to save that card for your Deciphered, I can order protection it.
It would be.
I end up taking 1 horror. That'll put me at. I'll probably
Rosary?
kill the Rosary.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then
Do-
play it.
I mean the. Let me do the math. 4.
If I have to play the Rosary again, then I can't go Octoman, which is a bummer.
I need you to get rid of Octoman.
Yeah.
So how about we do this? You ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give myself a +3.
Mm-hmm.
There's that practiced event I needed. My lord, that would have made last turn so much easier.
So much better.
So it's a 5 to a 3. Here we go.
There are worse tests.
Part of the cards.
-2.
Right on the money. I feel like I've been riding the lightning
Mm-hmm.
all game.
Yeah.
All right, that was me.
Oh, actually, no.
What?
It's a -4. You have no sanity remaining, right?
Okay, so I take 2.
Yep, so you take
2
2.
horror.
Ugh. We officially crossed the horror threshold. Let me go
Here,
grab.
I got it. I'll do this.
Okay. So you
It's
know.
just full. Yep.
Okay, so now you're in danger. This is danger territory for you.
This is the game turn, though.
Frozen in Fear.
What's it do?
Cost me an extra action to do the things I need to do. I can't take that right now.
Oh, does trumpet trigger from my skull?
It does. Wait a minute.
I'm
What's
not connected.
What's the order of that? Oh, it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Frozen in Fear, I'm going to Warder Protection this.
Yep. We just
And
can't have this turn go bad.
that trumpet is actually really important right now, so that I now take 1 horror and I'm not at max still, which
Wow.
is very important. Not that the skull matters to
that go
me,
here?
but I feel like it's necessary. Okay, so we got through the bad stuff, right?
Yep.
Okay, Jim's trumpet was used. All right, so I'll start my turn, and we're gonna go Octo Slaying.
Let me see what this hunch is.
Okay.
Not relevant
Probably
right now.
doesn't matter. But
It'll let me just get this. Nah, that's not gonna happen. Okay.
Okay, so let's move here. First action. Okay.
Okay.
Second action, I'm just trying to think if there's any reason to do. Is there anything that would matter if I failed? Yes, I'm going to start with the Wither. And let's see, we've got a 5 fight. I think I should start with the shriveling, actually. If I start with the shriveling, yes, I'm gonna start with the shriveling. We got a decent shot at a superstar here. So I am at 5, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna olive.
Uh-huh.
I'm currently 3 up. So what do we call here?
So you call -4 for the candles, right?
-4 with recall, yeah.
Yeah, and then the 3 tokens. You would have to get a -5 and also a tentacle to fail.
Yeah. So how much am I up right now? I'm up 3.
Plus, if you can hit the superstar, it's...
Yeah, because if I go up 4, because 2 -2s or 2 -3s in a tentacle would also fail. You feel me?
Yep.
So if I go up to 4, then the -2s wouldn't fail me. 2 -3s and a tentacle would still fail me. A -4 and a -3 would still fail me. -4, -5 tentacle would still fail me, of course. At a certain point, you just don't hit those, right?
That's, yeah, some level. All right. Don't fail me now.
Recall on the -4. There's a...
I mean, actually, no, hold on. There's a better way to do this.
What's that?
If you don't olive, if you can get it where the only thing that fails you is the tentacle, that's way better odds.
So that makes me want to wither first with olive.
Okay, that's fine, but...
Because I think that would make... Then I have a shot at hitting the superstar, which would be relevant to heal Ye Old Black Cat, which would allow me to negate a tablet if needed.
Yeah.
For the shriveling
But
test.
that's for, like, if you can make it where there's only 1 token that fails you, that's not the test that you
I can
olive.
make it where there's 2 tokens that don't fail me. That's the best I can do.
Didn't...
So the wither test is particularly hard. So it's going to be at a 7 to 5. That's a -2.
Yeah.
So
then you could call the -3, but the -4 and 5 fails
I would
you.
call the -3, or I could commit a card, call the -4, and then I would have 2 tokens that fail. So let's start there. Let's do that.
So you're doing the...
Wither, and
okay.
we're calling -4 with recall.
So what gets you at this?
-5 and a tentacle.
All right.
Oh,
I believe.
I'm supposed to buff. Yeah. The old rosary. Good. Good buff.
So you wither.
I wither. So that's 1 damage. And now we need to shrivel. And now we have the same, basically this is the same math, right? The same question mark abounds. So let's use the charge. And then if you think about it, right? So I'm currently, what, 8 to 5?
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're ahead by 3.
So 2 -2s and a tentacle fails. 2 -3s and a tentacle fails, etc., etc., and on we go.
A -2 and a -3 and a tentacle fail.
But I can recall a -2 or a -3. And then, because like...
If you see the 4 or a 5 or a tentacle, you don't use that one.
Right.
And the 2s and 3s are most common.
And you hope that that doesn't. So you could like all of the -3 here. The chance of drawing a -4 and 2 -3s are technically the same, right? A -3 combined with like a -4, if you recall the -3, you could potentially get there. There's got to be a spreadsheet about this, right? Somebody's got this built.
I think, so what, if you don't olive, what can you make it where you guarantee doesn't get you?
Let's see, if you don't olive, I am 8 to what? 5?
So you're ahead by 3?
Head by 3, yeah.
And you can make it where the -4 is a +2?
Yeah, I can
So
do
then
that.
you would literally have a 5 and a tentacle?
So you maybe just don't olive at all.
I think statistically
Yeah.
that's the most likely thing to
But
pass.
that's superstar.
I mean, you still might hit it.
All right, no olive. No olive needed.
I think you go from like 6% chance of failure to like probably 12 to 15, but you increase your superstar chance.
So we'd recall the -4?
I think so.
Okay. All right, here we go. Don't matter anyway.
It's a 0.
It's dead. Okay, dead.
Not even in the victory pile?
Yeah, bummer, right?
Lame.
So that's the turn. And just be aware of
The boogeyman?
the boogeyman. I can't do anything about that one.
All right. Do I do anything about
We
it?
can pull the other two. That's fair. So let's see what would have happened. It would have been fine.
All right. Well, it's a time for choosing.
Yeah.
You ready?
I mean, yeah.
I think it's time. I think it's time, my friends. I think it's time.
It does seem like the right time.
All right. Deciphered reality. You can't see me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to commit. 1, 2, 3, 4. My other deciphered. Make it 5. I'm ahead by 5.
Mm-hmm.
So there's only one thing that fails me.
Mm-hmm.
Fate.
Yeah, we can't flip this again. So this is exceedingly relevant.
Unbelievably relevant. If this
Just
passes.
exceedingly relevant. And you put another deciphered in?
Yeah. Because once I
Wow.
pull one off of everything,
Yeah.
it's not.
That's a card that's done some work this game.
All right, you ready?
Yep. Let's see it.
It's a skull. It's a skull, Steven.
Can't even
it's
play
a
my-
skull. All right, so one off everything.
Oh, you lose an action and take a damage. I forgot we were supposed to consider that.
That's fine.
Don't flip that.
Why?
Oh, wait, you get both of those.
I get both of them.
Because then this thing comes here, and then it would do all the damage to me.
Okay.
So we wait until next turn. And things are going to get hazy because we're about
So
to
I lose
flip
an action.
this thing.
I have one action left.
That was your first action, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
Are we sure? But like me flipping that.
I can't dude the dude. I already duded at your first encounter card.
Yeah, I can't bring that guy to you.
No trumpet. It's already used this round, unfortunately.
Okay. My last action, I'll play Malison.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
And then I have the clues that aren't gone yet that I can put back in my
Yeah.
location if I have to do it.
That's exactly right.
And did you heal someone with a trumpet?
I did that at the beginning of this round.
Oh,
We
yeah.
drew
Yeah.
encounter
Got
cards.
it.
Yeah.
All right. End of round?
End of round. Any enemies that matter. So big boy is going to big boy. And I'm going to think about, I think at this point I'm just delving into
Madness?
unto madness, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to take one here and technically one here. These are
Yeah.
twos. And then the damage I take because I'm past my max is going to go on Malison. So now I'm at 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 of 12.
Okay.
Technically, double doesn't kill me unless I draw the card.
I'll take one here.
And we got clear clues,
Yeah.
minus this one. But I can get there and get it. So we can literally flip all these locations.
Yeah, and this one we can't flip until.
But assuming these do the damage.
Assuming.
So we might be able to Hail Mary this one right now.
So if we get it, well, we'll see what the agenda does too, right? That's the other thing. Did you draw in money?
I didn't draw a money. All right, that could be good.
It's hilarious. Literally the last probably 2 cards in this deck are this word of commands to search out spells. It's like,
All right, you ready?
dang it. Yeah.
It advances. He's no longer +1 fight,
Oh, that's
by
good.
the way.
That's
And he can no longer not be defeated. If it isn't our final guest, the doorman announces. Miss Divine, your presence here has long been awaited. The creature slithers up the side of the palace. You swear you've seen the symbol on her amulet before. Wait, that can't be right. Well, now the real party can begin. It roars. Spawn the set-aside Beast of Aldebaran, enemy at the Palace of the King. Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck and advance.
Ooh. Okay, so the Beast of Aldebaran. Assigning damage, you must assign as much to a single card before assigning to another card. Well, that's annoying. Did you take your damage from this location being cleared
Yeah.
too? Yeah, I thought you did. I couldn't remember.
No.
Okay.
Nope. I took a damage from him.
Yeah.
All right, you ready for Agenda 3A?
Yeah.
Madness dies. I
Yeah.
cannot forget Carcosa. where black stars hang in the heavens, where the shadows of men's thoughts lengthen in the afternoon, where the twin suns sink into the lake of Halley, and my mind will bear forever the memory of the pallid mask. You know who gets +2 fight. He cannot be defeated unless you know the secret.
That wouldn't be in our journal, right?
I'm assuming that we know the secret when this thing flips.
You know what? I think that's genius.
I'm a detective.
Genius!
All right. Then we get the bad cards.
We get the bad cards, yeah.
Rotting Remains. Test 3 brain. For each point I fail by, take a horror. I'm loading. Double doesn't do anything to me, right? That was only that
Unless
one card.
you draw that card.
That's what Malison's for.
You would immediately, yeah, that's true.
Let's take it. 3-2. This is the turn. We're just going to win right here.
Oof. Oh, I don't know about any of these ideas.
-3. So I take 4 horror.
And that's not. You got to do this thing. That's real bad, actually. That's not too bad.
Mm.
You got to place a clue. I'm not reading text because I'm worried about saying the thing. Okay, over to me. Okay, that's actually totally fine. I got the voices.
All right.
Ah! Okay, so what this looks like to me is, can you...
Let me see what my hunch is.
Okay.
It's the worst.
Well, no, it's, yeah, because you
the
have no
worst.
cards. So, can you get this, flip this, I'll move this here, and then I'll one-shot that. And then I've got to get some stuff out of my stuff. And I don't have another black cat in the discard, so that means I should see another one very soon.
I only take 3, apparently.
Yeah, you can't go negative, yeah. Wow, you've got a weird abacus of death there.
It's just full. Technically,
Ugh.
this is a 2.
You want to use D20?
Yeah, 10, 11, 12.
So you're currently doubled.
Yep. But I got Malison.
I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all.
So,
because my turn has got to be kill this thing, move here. Next turn, move, shrivel. Do you have shortcut still? So if we're in the same place, if you can move me next turn, and I can go shrivel, wither, we can kill there. Get that thing right off the board. But I think this turn is flip that, if you can.
now you could also move, flip it. He moves here. Move.
He moves here. This doesn't connect, right?
That connects through the middle.
Oh, right on.
That's how you get
Okay.
there. Then you can move here, flip it. He moves here. Then you can move here, flip it. You
It's
can
like
literally
a
do
little
all of those.
Kite mode.
Because I have nothing to boost here. I have to hope that I
Hold
can
on,
get a...
there's something. Oh, actually, I can't flip anything because there's a card in my thing that I'll need to spend 2 actions until I can flip things.
So I have nothing to boost my test, but I have a 4 to a 3 up top.
Do you just draw then?
Try to get something. Let me just take 1 draw.
Okay.
I think I take 1 draw.
Now I could also drop whispers, move, fast action, flip this
Well,
for my turn.
The other thing is, like, I have a shortcut, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, I can get you 1 extra.
It needs to be next turn. I need to be shortcutted into here to do 3 attacks on the beast.
Okay.
That's the #1 rule of.
Well, then I think my goal right now is to try to get this.
Yeah, probably. Get it and flip it if you can.
So I'm going to draw a card.
Okay.
Okay, that's helpful. So now I could be at a 6 to 3. That seems okay.
It's not bad. I mean, yeah. And really,
I think I just try it. Let's just try it.
Yeah.
I'm going to investigate. I'm going to use the totem, boost it, make it 6 to 3.
You're not playing the glyphs?
Woo!
People going to have a lot to say about that. Pull that skull. Okay, well, it's actually really bad for you because -4.
Have you done that?
No, I haven't. But you can heal 1. That'll keep you from dying in case things go bad.
So I fail.
Yep, -4.
All right. Last action. I feel like I may as well try it, I guess. Or draw.
Well, draw.
Let's just draw. Because actually, I still have the get a free clue card. Okay.
All right, so I'm going to spend 2 actions to get rid of whispers in my head so I can use fast actions again. And then I'm going to move here. And then I'm going to take a fast action.
Weave me a tail.
Flip. Oh my gosh. During your exploration, you find an old, crumbled building that makes for an ideal refuge from this world's dry heat and its horrifying creatures. For the first time since entering this realm, you take a moment to rest in the building's cool shade. The quiet calm soothes your aching muscles and weary mind, but you cannot stay for long. Choose an enemy in play. I can decide one of these things.
This guy moves, right?
Yeah, he will move there. So we can do one thing here. Exhaust the enemy and disengage it from all investigators. So we could exhaust
You know who?
the death ball. Or I can heal 5 horror. Remove this card from the game and replace it with another set-aside copy. Add clues to it until it has clues equal to its clue value. So we get a fresh copy of the ruins. So this equates to 4 to all of us, 2 to each.
And a damage to me.
Yeah. We got to just exhaust, right?
Yeah.
All right. Exhaust.
Then we get a new location.
New location comes in. Okay. Interesting. All right. And it's only 2 there. So that's something. That's something interesting. All right, that's the end of our turn.
Okay.
So no enemies that matter. Everything stands up, including our stuff. Draw a card. Gain a resource.
I drew a weakness. Get rid of my resources.
Yep. It's about that time of the game.
Yep.
Joe kind of did it all up front. Then add a doom to the agenda.
How does he heal too?
Does it say that? It didn't say that, did it? Does it say every time we flip a thing we do?
They said they think it was the wrong card on screen.
Oh, right. Probably was. There's 3 different variations. So that one was, let's see, a moment's rest. That's what that one was called. Runes of Carcosa, a moment's rest. Okay. No damage.
Doom?
Yeah. Doom.
Card?
Yes. Yeah, it's hard in this one when there's multiple different, because we search by name, so it's very difficult to search through the database. How bad is it?
I have no remaining sanity, so it's Surge, and it places 2 Doom on.
I can't cancel a card that has Surge. It's in my bones.
Are there any cultists in play?
1, right down here.
So it moves a clue from here to here?
That's it? And then does it move?
Plus 1 fight.
Ah!
Great. It's clear, too.
And this is gone. All right, and then my card.
Oh, I get 1 resource. I got it.
Okay. Rotting Remains, classic test. I'll call the -3. What's horror at this point, right?
You just let it go. Yeah, I wouldn't use Malice in there because I could get the card that just basically kills me.
All right, so I fail by 2. And I'll take 2 horror. 1, and I'm now at 11.
All right.
Just gonna make it clear.
Oh, it's our turn now.
It's our turn.
I'll flip my hunch. Drat!
It's the only card you hate in that hunch deck. We need that boy flipped. So actually, I'm gonna roll.
I feel like you go first.
Yeah.
You go here, flip it. Go here, flip it.
Yeah. All right. Let's do it.
All right.
These have all been good so far, right?
Yep.
First action move. Fast action.
What's the name of this?
Bleak Desolation. The world is but a remnant of what it once was. The grand majesty of Carcosa spoken of in The King of Yellow is lost in this expanse of endless desolation. Dead, twisted trees, starving animals, and barren fields greet you everywhere you turn. You begin to look for evidence of what might have caused such devastation. Across the lake, you see dark, twisted structures similar to those in Carcosa. At least one appears as large and as grand as Hester's. Dang it, domain. I'm a reader, man. I just read the words.
Someone's saying deal the damage to Hamburger. Is it?
Yeah, it's going to happen.
Okay, got it.
At least one appears as large and as grand as, etc. You wonder if perhaps some kind of conflict took place between the two cities. Deal 4 damage to that dumb thing.
All
and then
right.
flip this back over. It can't be flipped again.
He's at 6 of 14, and that guy can move over there.
I'll move here. Okay.
You have 2 actions left.
I'm just going to drop these. Second action, let's go here.
Yep.
And
Freedom Weave, what's it called?
the King's Parade. You turn a corner, and before you lies a wide grand street. A great parade marches by in honor of the king. Banners of tattered yellow cloth sway in the wind. Then it strikes you. Remember this scene from the play. You rack your mind trying to remember what's supposed to happen next. The parade is interrupted and the entourage is attacked. Test 2, fight. If you succeed, exhaust that thing and disengage from all investigators. Remove this card from the game and replace it. Add clues equal to its clue value. So we get a shot at... So as you might expect, I'm a 3. So I'm currently 1 up.
Seems good.
This is going to move here. I could just play for a superstar here. I mean, the test is not... I can still just try the actual mind test, do the exhaustion.
Yeah, so you could do like a name a 2.
Like call
and then-
-2.
And then all of it.
Yeah. All of it.
A star would be...
I mean, that's a big deal.
Oh, sweet, sweet Miyuki's.
Not going to take that one.
Oh, you might. -1. We're feeling all right.
Oh my gosh.
It's a skull.
Oh
There
my
is a
gosh.
god and his name is Cthulhu. Woo! So you got to
right.
play the trumpet.
So we'll actually look at what this looks like because it's really fun. So this is 0. This is -1. Ritual candles triggers. So I'm now at 0 on the test. And then I get to activate the trumpet. And I guess I'll heal myself because that's all I can do. To 11. And then we pass the test, so we're evaded here. Okay.
Then we get another.
Another dim. Man, whew, good job, Jim. Dim here. And then 2 on. And then I have 1 action remaining. Okay, last action.
So I feel like before you decide that, my turn, I have to build a little bit. I need cards.
I need Lone Wolf money too.
Which is, there's so many cards that just will help me get that clue. My next turn is probably move, send you in here for free.
Mm-hmm.
Because ultimately, if you can really, if you just engage him, me coming in, it's like if I can get that clue once he's at 10.
He's massive though, so he's gonna engage anybody that's there. I mean, I just need to blast him.
You gotta blast him.
You just gotta blast him. You gotta hope that both of them hit, and you gotta blast him.
Okay. So
I might take a card just to try to get icons.
yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
I feel like I want to do something more.
I mean, you get a clue. Cues that up from someone to clear
Yeah,
it.
I could try 3 to 2.
But I don't know. Hit a superstar. Honestly, a test might be a good thing. Is there a way a test goes horrible?
Hara. I could add a Hara. That's it. Oh man. Cards are also good.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got another cat in here, you know? So that soaks some. I think I should just try for the clue. I'm feeling like that's the right move here. I'm gonna try for the clue. Calling -2 on recall.
All right. Give me the superstar. Superstar. Auto fail. Well,
Okay, got it out of the way.
you know. So anyways, started blasting.
Okay, is that our turn?
I haven't gone
You
yet.
haven't gone, right? Right.
First thing I'm gonna do is draw a card. Second thing I'm gonna do is draw a card. Great. Then I will investigate. I'm gonna add a curiosity, so it's gonna give me 2. And then I'll make it 3. So I'm gonna be a 7 to a 3. I'm ahead by 4. But then I have what I need after this. Oh no, it's a 5. It's a cotton picking 5. All right, it's fine. It's fine. I drew the card I actually really needed. So we're good. All right, read everything?
Okay. Did we do everything that you needed to be done? You drew, tested?
Yep.
Okay. Then we do the
Ready, enemies,
ready, yeah.
draw, get a resource.
Enemies, draw,
Oh man, it's really, I'm set up now. It's gonna be all right.
money. Ugh.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
Oh
We need to add one here. I can cancel something if needed.
It's a screeching Diaki.
That's not.
+1 fight, +1 evade, because
Yeah.
I'm out.
All right, so I gotta roll up there and mess with that thing. Huh?
You can't cancel it?
Nah, you can't cancel an enemy.
All right, well.
Like I said, those things are the worst. Ugh. All right, so I've got to discard 11 worth of cards from... discard cards from play in your hand with a total printed resource cost of at least 11, which is the amount of horror on my investigator. Let's start with the things that matter least.
You have to.
1. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh.
Yeah. Six, 7, 8. 9, 10. 11.
Whoosh.
Now, I can also just take a horror instead of doing this.
You can take 2 horror?
Well, 1 horror with water protection.
That seems way better.
It's just that could save us from something insane.
Oh, because you get a new card?
No. You won't get a new card. I would take 1 horror and cancel it. But like Lone Wolf and both worded commands don't matter.
I got you.
Is the extra shriveling really going to contribute here? Like, is something going to pop out of nowhere? I mean, I guess it might, actually. So let's do that. We'll just pay 1 for the award. And take 1. You know how it goes. And then put these guys back in. You don't want to get rid of the horn right now, right? Okay. Cancel.
Okay,
All right, so there's no more shield, no more safety net.
let's get a hunch.
Yeah.
Fast, draw 3.
Very good. Where are you on Vicious Blow?
I got one. But
so the best I can do is roll up there and do 3. That's kind of my...
What if I start with a 2 damage to it?
If you do that, then I'm going to be tempted to take the Wither attempt. No, I've got a better play than that. Yeah, you're good. If you do the Vicious Blow, I can go... Well, why don't you let me go move, attack, and then that frees you up to do whatever it is that you need to do. If you can, you think, I mean, you can take a swing at it with me there. If the worst that happens is I take a damage.
The only downside is I have a take initiative, which is a 3 right now, instead of a 0 after you go.
Yep, that is a problem. But what's your turn look like if you were to take it right now?
So I think my turn would look like punch, fast action to draw 3. And then...
What if that's like an amnesia or a bad card? Does that ruin things?
Not really.
That's good news.
I mean, my turn would be better if I didn't have to... If I could get rid of him with that punch.
Can you malice in that one?
I don't have any clues.
Problem.
They gone.
So if you do, here's what the odds look like. So if you do the Vicious Blow and it hits, that takes 2. I go move, I attack with Wither, I draw 3 with Olive. If I hit a symbol, it's dead. But if I don't hit a symbol, it takes 1 damage, it's at 3, and then you take the attack from it this turn.
Which is fine.
I could also, if you do the Vicious Blow right now, I could move, Spectral it, and just do 3 to it. I was saving that kind of for the winged nonsense.
Tough calls.
And we've got 5 turns left. So the priority right now is flipping locations. Now there's a world where you evade with +3, but again, like the glyphs here would be incredible. Gain a clue and evade would be absolutely incredible.
I mean, I can get 6 to 3, and actually I can draw 3 first and try. That could go poorly though if I get my weakness.
Well, we're kind of at that point, right? Where we... Oh, and actually the Fanatic means that this is now flippable.
Yeah.
And so...
I feel like a 6 to 3 on the evade is not awful.
It's not awful. There's only so many times it can go wrong, right? That's how games work, huh? That's right. So what's your best turn look like?
If the enemy's not there,
What's your best turn look like with the enemy? Like if, assuming that the tests go your way.
I can either punch him. I think the best play is just to try to evade him.
Evade.
First
and
action.
Then.
So evade and then draw 3, grab the clue, flip the location, move fast action here, so that I have 2 shortcuts. So then I can send you into the dome on the middle.
Okay, and then we just
And then you
Thunderdome
just nuke them.
Yeah, which could also go wrong. Let's not sleep
I mean,
on that.
you know, at every turn thing. But like, essentially, I think the ideal would be I evade him and leave him up top. He's exhausted. He's got Hunter, but it's going to be a while before he does anything.
Yeah.
And then I grab the clue. I get down here. At worst, that's what happens.
Okay.
If
Now,
I hit the evade.
If you fail the evade, what do you do?
If I fail the evade,
You
then
probably draw 3.
I draw 3, and then I try to punch him for 2.
Now, you could, if you got 2 shortcuts, well, no, you gotta stick to that.
Because I mean, I thought about shortcutting all the way to you on your turn, and then you don't have to move to do your stuff.
That Dark Spires is going to be the most important flip of this entire game.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
So like me moving all the way down is like.
Okay. A +3 test, you know? I mean, that's... You've got skulls now that are failing you is the problem. If it was +4, it'd feel great. Maybe you take a crack at the 3 cards. Because if you can get 1 extra...
If it is my discard all but 1, though, that is devastation.
I think there's, what, 3 skulls? So you'd be at 3, 4, 5. You'd be at 6 tokens that fail. There's probably a 70% chance of success on that evade.
What's 1 extra icon get me?
3 skulls are enough passes, and the -4 is a pass. That's 4 tokens out.
That seems good.
Yeah.
I mean, I can make that happen. I just lose one of my shortcuts. So then what that really means is I don't get all the way down to you this turn. Which is fine.
Yeah, because I might... Because if you flip that, you're going to send the winged one here.
No, I can send him over there.
You can.
Unless you want the winged one.
I don't really want him. No, I don't.
I'll just send him over.
So then I could go move, fast action flip here.
Can you deal with that?
Well, it doesn't even matter. It's got no clues on it. I can just flip it. It's a fast action. Then my last action, I can just nuke the Fanatic if I need to. I would take the +4 test, 100%.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's do it. I will try to evade. I'm going to use take the initiative, plus this, 3, 4, 5, 7 to 3. I'm ahead by 4. Got it.
Nailed it. Nailed it, dude. It's really important.
All right. Now I'm going to fast action Cryptic Research to draw 3.
Oh, I think this was actually... You were actually testing at a 3. Because it's +1 evade when you have less sanity. So we don't the decisions were good. Even in the face of them being...
Oh my goodness. Dude. This just got good. Oh my god.
Okay, fast actions. Oh wait, you got to get the thing out.
What about fast actions?
You got to get the clue.
Yeah,
I forgot about
I
that.
just drew a working the hunch.
Yeah, you did.
For a free clue.
That's right, dude.
It's fast action. Then we'll flip.
Yes.
Spin the clue.
Yes.
The fall. A woman stands atop a tall balcony, her yellow dress tattered and stained. You call out to her, but she does not respond to anything you say. Then you suddenly remember a scene from The King in Yellow, in which a woman plunges herself into the streets below. Are you seeing the past? The future? You must decide. You cannot bring yourself to do what must be done. Flip this card back over. Realizing what you must do, you step forward and push her. Take 2 horror and deal 2 damage per investigator to you-know-who.
4.
Yeah, take 4 horror. Up to 15.
Or you take 2, he takes 4, right?
Take 2, yeah. So I'm up to 13.
Mm-hmm.
And then he takes 2 per investigator.
Mm-hmm.
So he's up to 10
Mm-hmm.
out of 14.
Mm-hmm. Let me go to the dice bag.
I got this.
You got more? Okay.
I just put an insanity on there. And then this flips back over. Yeah, that was worth 4.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
So we need to do, we need to know the secret.
It's got to be here.
Yeah, it's got to be there.
It's
It's about to get really spicy. I don't have any wards. You don't have any Dr. Malison. If you draw the card, it's just fall over.
I think it's get the clue and flip it. So I have used 1 action because that was a fast action.
Mm-hmm.
So
And your hunch deck could provide a free clue next turn.
and if I have a shortcut to send someone in,
Mm-hmm.
at worst I send you in to engage. Oh, it's massive.
Mm-hmm.
So I go here and I just downtown it.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what's got to happen.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to move down to you.
Yeah.
And when that happens, this thing moves over
You
here.
don't even need a shortcut, right?
Yeah, I'm just hanging out, and I have the cards to do it, man. I have the cards to do
Do you
it.
think I should still end up here, or should we do it this turn? Should I just roll in this turn? If you come down here and then shortcut me over, I can do 7. If things go well, I can do 7.
Well, what's the worst? You take 2 damage.
Mm-hmm. I'd just be 1 away. And
Well,
then,
you have these as well if you need
and
them.
then H-bomb would, I think, kill me at that point.
Is he exhausted right now? That's not true, is it?
No, it's not true. None of these did it, right? The bleak and the...
But we're kind of at the end of this.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is what did it last turn, so he's still standing.
Well, you want me to send you in? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you could just dunk the clue. If you can take the attack.
Well,
Oh, no.
can I get it?
What if...
Can you get it?
Dude, this is the play. I have 2 actions left, right?
Mm-hmm.
Move. I shortcut myself in.
Mm-hmm.
Then you go. Now I can commit to your test.
Mm-hmm.
And I got Bugattis.
I mean, you got 2 actions, right? You can also just go move, shortcut yourself, or you can go shortcut, move, and you have 1 action.
I used one of my shortcuts.
Okay.
That
right,
was,
to take
to
it.
take the test.
Right. Okay.
So I think I can get in.
Mm-hmm.
You come in. You are going to have 2 shots to get that clue, and then we flip.
And you can buff me from a 3 to a what?
Now,
You can only commit 1 card.
this is the problem. If flipping this does not defeat him, then he just murders me.
Yeah. And you've already used your totem. You can only commit 1 card.
I have a 3. But I think the better play is me coming here and then next round, because I'll have this again.
Mm-hmm. You know, there's a piece of you that wants to grab a clue off of the streets, so you can malice in, and you don't just die to that treachery card.
Mm-hmm.
But that would require using your shortcut.
I mean, if I'm not using it this round, I can just walk into the room next round.
Let's see what happens, what ultimately happens. Hold on.
Because I also have a 1 and 4 to get a free clue card.
Mm-hmm. 25%. Okay, so the things that are going to happen here.
I mean, the other thing is, like, what we could do.
Mm-hmm.
I just come here. You cruise down, trigger this, so that we're confident this is going to defeat him. It has to at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Then next round, I literally shortcut in. I grab the clue. We flip it.
So basically, 1 turn, we just can't draw the card that kills at double sanity.
Yeah, technically, if I fast action, come down and get a clue, then I can avoid it if I have to.
That is maybe the safest thing to do.
If you roll down and do this,
Yeah.
And then next round I just move in,
Because this could be an exhaust.
which would be awesome.
If it's not an exhaust, are we dead?
Well, it's
Does
fast
anybody-
action, right?
Yeah.
So you can move, and then if it's not, can you try to exhaust them?
Mm-hmm. I can try.
I'm not dead, so we just take 2 sanity, which is whatever.
And
then
the
I
1
take,
physical.
But I take
right?
1, and I still have 3 left plus Malison.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's the best idea.
Okay.
Honestly, that's the best idea.
So I'm going to shortcut here, move, investigate.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 2.
Oh wait, that's a good point. Chat's got us here, Alex. You won't be holding that clue if I flip that location. That's what are they playing against Malice in here?
Maybe.
Then maybe you just move, and then I roll
All right, we'll risk it.
for the biscuit here.
And I mean, at worst, even if I die, then you can come try. You have probably at least a turn or 2.
It'll get weird, I can tell you that. Okay. All right, first action here, second action here, Fanatic.
You get yield fast action.
Fast action. Let's flip.
Ah!
Oh my gosh, it's so good. Black stars sing in the reflection of the water, their melody impossible and uncanny, yet somehow you remember the tune. It's as though your earliest living memory has returned to you. Isn't this so fitting for Jim? You hum at first, ripples appearing along the water's surface as your volume increases. The lyrics return to you, and you join in the stars singing, your voice echoing across the twisted realm. Deal 2 damage to H-Bomb, exhaust him, and disengage him from all investigators.
Nice. All right.
Cannot flip this over again.
And you have 1 action left.
All right, last action, I'm gonna dig for a superstar and hope to hit Wither 2 on the Fanatic.
All right. I like it.
So, Olive. So with
My
Wither,
goodness, Mr. Woolley, this is insanity.
it's 3 to my 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm currently 4 ahead. I'm gonna call the -5 just to get 1 out.
Are you oliving?
Yep. Now, I should look at if there's a world where...
I feel like there's only one -5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't Olive be better on like the -2s?
Technically, I mean, it just depends. You have to, like I said, there's a table that would explain this, because 2 -2s would still succeed. Now, success doesn't really matter that much. So what I really should think about is...
Our winged friend moves here, by the way.
Oh, yeah. That's a bit of a
It's all right.
unfortunate.
I've just got to go slam dunk it next round.
Yeah. So this really only matters if I hit... You know what else I could do? Yeah, I should do this. So I need to hit the symbol. Technically, hitting a symbol would be -3. So -3 and a -3 is a failure, right? Yes. I'm going to call -3. I just got a feeling about it.
Okay.
I don't know why.
You gotta trust the gut, dude. You gotta trust the gut.
All right, first. Oh, that's so good. That's going to be the kill.
Nice.
Okay, so we're going to resolve these.
That gets you another token, right?
Yeah, but it also triggers ritual candles and the +2 damage.
Nice.
Now, technically, this could get punted. Good.
It didn't.
Okay, so let's look at how this resolves now. Okay, -3 triggers Recall the Future to give me +2. Hood triggers Ritual Candles to give me +1. So I'm currently +3 on the test and -5. So I succeed and I reveal the symbol, so I do 1 extra damage with Wither, technically -1 health.
People have the right of it. Someone's asking if there was an Olive calculator.
Fanatic is dead.
But then someone said it's getting immensely more complicated because of candles, recall the
Wither,
future,
recall.
etc.
That was incredible.
That's amazing. Hey, you nailed it. You trusted your gut.
Trust in my gut, man. Trust in my gut.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, there you have it.
And that's it.
So we ready? Everything.
Now just don't draw the card, man. If you do, I mean, it's possible for me to have a moment here. All right, so 1 in, money in. I needed to get 1 for Lone Wolf anyway, so I'll keep it. Add a Doom.
5 of 9. Ready?
Yeah. Is it okay?
Fanatic. Revealed location with the
Okay.
most clues.
That's so good. So fine.
Let's go.
Okay. Dismal Curse. Test 3 brain. If you have no remaining sanity, which is true, it's +2 difficulty, so test 5. If I fail, I take 2 damage. Or 4 if I have horror greater than twice my sanity, which is not the case. So a 5 test for 2 damage.
Oh, he takes a clue. How about that?
I might just dig for the superstar again here.
May as well, right?
Well,
the worst thing is you take damage.
That's the thing is I don't think there's a way that I can do this. I'm going to take 2 damage. It is a 5 test to my 5 brain. So even in the best of times, I'm going to fail this test. So I feel like oliving to try to pull a star is the right thing.
Because if you hit
to
the
do,
star,
right?
you pass the test and you clear the cat.
Yeah.
That's just way better.
Which is significant, yeah.
And then if not, you just take 4 damage.
I take 2.
Okay.
And I'm probably going to kill Cat and Olive with that too. Don't know.
It's a 0.
Or maybe I just take 0s. Oh my gosh, passed it.
My goodness. And you heal horror.
Yep. All right. Take these 2. 0 and 0.
My
Play the
lord.
trumpet. Let's heal 1 from me, because that's all I can do. And it's +1 for ritual candles too, so I just dominated that
Just flex
test.
on that test.
Telling you, this is that deck that can take it at 0 and is technically fine. Whew. Okay. Now we go to our turn.
All right, I'm going to flip my hunch.
Mm-hmm.
Discover a clue, fast
Oh my
action.
gosh.
Let's do it.
I think it's it, right?
I do think it's it.
So move
Fast action, get the clue. Fast action,
flip.
You ready for this?
Let's try it. Yeah.
Because I'm Joe Diamond. Let's move. Well, fast action, working a hunch.
Are you kidding me? That is so good.
Get a clue. It's free now, so I'll flip. He has 10 or more damage, so I can flip it. The Palace of the King. Hastur's End. I'll take the sanity for it. You stand before the Palace of the King. Hastur's Incessant.
You're just going to say, if you have sanity,
whispering fills your mind, and you find it difficult to block his poisonous words from your thoughts. Seeing the palace and all its spectacle and glory, the memories come flooding back to you. The Stranger, the King, Act 2. The doors to the palace open. Remember that you know the secret. Flip this card back over for the remainder of the game. It cannot be flipped over again.
Okay, so we know the secret now, which means that...
He's engaged with us. We need to do 2 damage.
Can be defeated. He currently is engaged with us?
He's engaged with all of us.
Where does that say that? Do we go to the next act? So now we just need to flip one of these again to do the money. Right? That's got to be right. That's just us knowing the secret now. So we can't defeat him until we know the secret.
Can't be damaged except for story card effects.
Yeah. So now we need to go back and either flip the streets again or potentially the ruins. Could have it as well. These are 2 new locations.
And he's massive, so if I leave, I take the damage?
You would take 1 opportunity attack, yes.
Now what if I fast action out?
No opportunity attack.
So we'll shortcut out?
Right.
So I moved, played a fast action, shortcut to move out.
You have 2 actions left.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's see.
I think I just tried to investigate, right?
Yeah. We gotta hope that one of these is a flip.
Okay. 4 to 2.
I think it's just an old school investigator.
So I'm ahead by 2. Let's make it ahead by 5.
Nice.
That flips, so that's gone. Got it?
Yep.
Oh yeah, and Birdman moves. That's really good, actually. And then next test, let's go 2, 3, 7 to 2, ahead by 5.
Yep.
-4.
I'm going to play the trumpet for you just to do
Yep.
it. I think I've already done it this
Get
turn.
a
I
clue.
can't remember.
Let's flip the dim streets again.
What's it say?
Mapping the streets. You
Does
find
it
yourself.
have the icon on the bottom that says deal damage equal to...
This is perfect. You find yourself easily lost within the city's narrowing, twisting streets. Routes that should lead back to familiar places lead instead to new parts of the city, and retracing your steps is impossible. Perhaps objects here do not exist in 3 dimensions like they do on Earth. Conventional maps cannot possibly begin to depict the complexity of Carcosa's design. You explore the streets carefully and begin to puzzle out a shocking map of the city. Test 3 book. For each point you fail by, take a horror. Deal 1 damage per player to Hastur, regardless of whether you succeed or fail.
It's done.
Call me in the morning, King in Yellow. You son of a gun. It's
a 0.
It's a 0 to end it. Get out of here. You're gone. Advance. You ready for this?
Yeah. Does it come and engage us now or something?
If he's defeated, advance. A chorus of cries echoes throughout your mind. Chaotic organ chords torture your ears. You fall to your knees and blood drips from your eyes. The realm of Carcosa shatters into millions of pieces and fades into the empty void of space. Curtains fall. Iv, Hastur, the Tattered King. This is the King in Yellow. Was the version of Hastur that was defeated. Proceed to Resolution 2.
That's it.
Resolution 2.
Let's just take a second. That was one of the more intense gaming experiences I've ever had. That may be number 1.
I'm going to get a beer.
Yes, I want a beer. Are you kidding me?
Lord of life.
I want more than just a beer. I need about 5 shots of tequila right now. I don't need them. I don't have a problem. But I would drink them right now. I would drink them. Probably one right after the other. Then I go to bed because I'm over 30. Oh my gosh, guys. Somebody crack the wine. What do you got out there? Let's celebrate. Let's do it. Let's do whatever it takes. Who's got it? A glass of water? Glass of You got a lager. We got some wine, some champagne. Anybody got a bottle of champagne? Take a picture. Send it to us. Yeah. Thank you. Just how I like it. Half head.
That's what happened. Oh my word, dude. That was intense. I felt after...
There's nothing more intense than that, right? I've never done anything more intense than that in a game.
After the opening Deciphered Reality, I was like, oh, we're way ahead. And then everything just felt like it went wrong after that.
Yeah. We were getting dunked on a little bit there.
But I do think the accidental go up, flip this over to exhaust him and go up here.
Chat won this for us. We would have lost this if we were playing by ourselves.
And then honestly being up
You're
there.
the real MVP, chat.
And triggering that card.
Yeah.
Also super critical.
Yeah. That clutch evade on the Biaki. Absolutely clutch.
Just money. Yeah. I felt like we were both doing everything we had to do to get by.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Absolutely, Ryan says, Zach, do you see why almost everyone loves this campaign? Yeah. How many people get wrecked on this?
Well, we got to do a full recap of Carcosa, but first...
Sounds like a podcast to me.
But first... Oh, wow. Let's all celebrate. Hold on a second. I'm not even going to... Cheers. I'll actually touch the glass.
And then let's read the resolution.
Never has a beer tasted sweeter. When drinking responsibly. Drinking? When drunk responsibly. Is it resolution 2, you said?
Yep.
Here we go. A roar of applause startles you awake. Here it is, of course. The crowd of the theater rises to their feet, cheering endlessly. Several patrons in the front row are throwing roses to the actors on stage, who are bowing with wide smiles across their faces. A searing headache crawls through your temples. How did you get back here? Were you in the theater all along? What about the dinner party, the asylum, the catacombs, Carcosa? Was it all just a terrible dream? You exit the auditorium before the crowd rushes to do the same. Dizziness and exhaustion harries your senses. The weight of your lengthy investigation is crushing your mind. By the time you finally reach the lobby, you're clawing your way across the ground. Just then, a man in an elegant suit reaches down and grabs you by your arm, pulling you to your feet. You're about to thank him when you realize who he is. The sight of him causes you to stagger backward in horror momentarily. The actor who plays the role of the stranger is still wearing his pale, featureless mask. He gives you a wordless bow, then turns and leaves to the Ward Theater's front entrance. In your campaign log, we prevented Hastur from escaping his prison. Record the names of each investigator who ended with at least one copy of the possession treachery in his or her hand. Nope, I got one. Would have killed me if I got to 16. Each investigator suffers 2 mental trauma as he or she never fully recovers from the time spent in Carcosa. Each investigator earns equal victory X, also 5 bonus if we learn the truth behind the King in Yellow, because we did. The investigators win the campaign.
Victory with 6 experience for some reason.
Epilogue. Read only if the investigators won the campaign.
We did.
If at least one investigator was possessed, only those investigators read this epilogue. Do not read it out loud unless all investigators were possessed. I feel like we should just read it out loud. You okay with that?
Is it going to change a decision I have to make or something?
No, this is readable. We should read this.
All right, go ahead.
But if you don't want this read, if you've been waiting to finish this cleanly so that you get to read this technically, then don't listen. But we're about to read it out loud. So, it has taken months of preparation, but you're finally ready to unveil your latest work to the world. Gathering financial investments was your first task, of course. That hadn't taken too long given the connection you made during your stay in Paris. You've been assured that the cast assembled is the finest that money could afford, but still you strive to make everything perfect. It must be perfect. The story must be told so that the world knows. You've heard the troupe whisper behind your back, the remarks about your bizarre passion, the concern about your piercing yellow eyes. It matters not to you. All you care about is the performance, the pronunciation of the words, the melody of Casilda's song, the design of the stranger's mask. This will be the greatest performance of the King in Yellow ever.
You've been possessed.
Jim goes on to host the finest King in Yellow performance to this day, featuring an incredible trumpet solo devoted to none other than Hastur himself.
And on it goes.
And on it goes.
That was excellent.
This is one of the most rewarding gaming experiences you could ever have.
I
don't think anything comes close.
Believe we made it. About an hour into that game, I thought there's no chance.
What have you played anything that compares to this?
No. I mean, it's an immersive story, right? Where you have a character that you're... It's really like a role-playing game. But it's designed by a professional. Yeah. So you're experiencing the story. It's like a next-level story because you get the art as well and the flavor text. And like it's more constructed. You can visualize it more.
This is more... So I've had role-playing sessions that are way more emotional. Like just raw meaning and like purpose. But the intensity of this is something I don't feel when I'm role-playing because I know that the person on the other side of the story has control over the outcome. So I don't feel like they could just decide, oh, well, you don't die here. Let's tell a different, like a new narrative off of you got captured instead. But like we know that the game is not capable of helping us.
The game is not considering whether or not... It doesn't care if we win or lose.
That's right. So it actually gives it way more intensity than a role-playing session. Even role-playing at its best is not as intense as this. It might be as emotional or more emotional than this, but it's not as intense as this.
Yeah, because there's more going on here and less going on in the triangle.
Yeah, 100%.
That's crazy. I can't believe we won.
I can't either.
It was not... Especially when the Biaki hit up here. And I was just like... Because I finally got the cards. I drew preposterous sketches. And so I had a way to get a bunch of other cards. And it was like, if I get my free clue off the top, or if I can just draw cards, I can get that clue finally.
That working the hunch off the top is just like, are you kidding?
Yeah. Well, I kept not being that.
Yeah, you got like 7 extensive researches in a row.
Yeah, so if it had hit earlier, I could have just sniped that and shortcutted my way downtown.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I thought flipping that was going to win it, though. When it didn't win it, I was like...
Yeah, uh-oh.
Because I read whose name several times. Yeah. And I was just like, I love that Chris. He says, we all win. Yeah. Carcosa boards are out.
So, yeah, in celebration of this victory, the Carcosa board is live and buyable right now if you'd like to do so. You can find it on our website. We'll probably post a link to that. It's brand new, just launched today in honor of this campaign. And, well, we couldn't really have planned it better that we would win the scenario on the day that this board launches.
It worked out.
And the whole idea of these Mythos boards, I mean, we're not kidding ourselves in thinking that, like, you need necessarily a bunch of boards to functionally improve the game, because one of them is all that you need. But when we start playing this game, and this is something that I've talked about for a long time too, because I've been playing it with Robert and Philip a lot, I want to be so in the theme of the scenario. Like us both having Carcosa boards at the start all the way through this thing just sets the tone. I mean, you have... The iconography on this is insane. I can't wait for you guys that order them to get them and actually see what's going on and start to piece together why things are the way that they are.
Cheers, Nick.
It's the same with Forgotten Age, right? Like Forgotten Age, you've got that beautiful kind of Aztec-looking thing, and you feel like you're in the jungle and it's going on. Downwich, this is a classic board that feels like that just general Arkham feeling. Yeah. Carcosa as just a shout out to what is, I think, at this point, the best campaign of Arkham. Yeah, Phil's Master was asking how you compare this to the other campaigns you played. Yeah, so let's think about that. Well, let's start with what we know, which is essentially this versus Forgotten Age for us. Yep. As a team. As a duo. I think we got there on both of those campaigns. We got to the end game, and we loved our characters, and they were built in a way that they were functioning at a high level, which helps. It would be miserable if you were just kind of figuring out random cards to take, and then your deck wasn't working well enough. I don't think you stand any chance. I feel like this campaign, because we played this, Forgotten Age, the core set, and Excelsior. Excelsior was great as a scenario. I could play that 100 times. Just a single one shot.
But the thing about,
Corset was clearly the weakest. I mean, it was just kind of like, yeah, okay, like general.
it was cool. It was cool theme and story, but then like you get to the end, and we just got. I mean, it was like, the last scenario was not fun for me,
Sure.
and ending on that note is not necessarily going to get you high marks.
Yeah, probably not.
But when I think about Forgotten Age, but beyond the Yithian one, which I don't think I think we talked about that on a podcast, a whole episode. So if you really want our thoughts on that, you can get it. But there were scenarios in Forgotten Age I loved, and some that were just okay. They weren't even actually bad. They were just kind of like okay.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas this one, I felt like every time we played a scenario, it was doing something interesting. It was doing something I enjoyed, and like it was pushing. Even when we were just winning, I felt like the game was doing something that was worth seeing and telling a story that was worth telling.
Yeah.
So the theme, which I think is obviously Carcosa is one of the best themes of this genre.
Just that psychological insanity. I mean,
Is it real? Is it not?
Yeah.
It's creeping oblivion, that kind of stuff. But I think every scenario in this cycle brought the heat, right? It was like, I didn't, some of the Forgotten Age ones, I don't remember which ones they are because I forgot them. But like every scenario, the fact that we could repeat that story back.
That we knew the story. I mean, it's like one, I couldn't, there's not a single scenario in Carcosa that I was not happy about. Like the worst one in Carcosa is probably the party, just because it flips so fast into like, oh God, we're getting wrecked.
Well, it
But
also had
even
the
that
weird,
felt
like,
okay.
there was one card that was like written wrong. But we played it like it was supposed to be fixed,
I got
think.
those roaches at the wrong time in that stupid
Yeah.
party. But like that one, pretty quickly, like I wish I had had like 3 or 4 more turns to kind of explore the party and look around before it got really weird. The sanitarium could go very poorly. Like if
I think
you're,
they're saying that's Echoes of the Past. Is that,
yeah,
is that the
that
name
makes
of it?
sense.
People saying that's usually regarded as like the worst one for those reasons.
Okay, that makes sense. The sanitarium one is an incredible scenario, but I hate the idea that it ends my campaign. Because it could, like, at that point, we were playing at a pretty high level. I feel like the decks were kind of starting to come together. And we almost got busted in the sanitarium. So I imagine a lot of Carcosa campaigns end at the sanitarium and everybody's going crazy.
Echoes of the Historical Society.
Oh, I love that one.
I like it.
That was fine.
Yeah.
Like, if that's the worst Carcosa has to offer, that's high marks. That's really good. Now, Forgotten Age. Okay, so Carcosa compared to Forgotten Age, to me, Carcosa definitely feels like a consistent and well thought out and connected storyline that's happening, and that everything that you're doing has a purpose in the story.
Yeah.
Forgotten Age often felt like, here's a little side quest you're on, and then you're going to come back, and now you're back in the caves, and now you're over here in Yithian land, and then you're going to be dropped into this other thing, and then all of a sudden now we're back. It's like, if Forgotten Age was just going through and all 8 scenarios were deeper into the jungle and the ruins and the caves and whatnot, and we didn't have to bother with all that
kind
nonsense,
of jittery. Yeah.
I would have been way better.
The other thing about Forgotten Age is that, like, thank goodness people had told me don't get poisoned.
Yeah.
So, like, I get the idea, and I feel like the replayability of it gets really high. But the first time through Forgotten Age, if you just don't happen to get the supplies
Right.
kind of right, it could quickly spiral out of control. Because ultimately, we still got jamoked on that Yithian thing. Even when I feel like the rest of the up to that point went very well for us. Like, it was a very clean. I remember the first 3 or 4 scenarios. I was just like,
If we did it again, we could play it better, for sure. But it also, like, people playing Forgotten Age for the first time, that's going to happen. It's going to maybe leave a bad taste in your mouth. Now, what's funny is this Joe Diamond deck would wreck that Yithian scenario. Like, it wouldn't even be
because he's
fair.
testing for days.
Yeah, it wouldn't be fair. You
And
just
drawing
commit
all the
skill
cards and stuff. Yeah, it's super good.
But at the same time, that always felt, it's not even about that scenario necessarily being difficult or weird or awkward. It's about, like, with this one, I felt like I was falling through the Carcosa insanity and waking up. And it was like, and that was a consistent theme and it felt normal. With Forgotten Age, I felt like I was in the jungle and diving through ruins, and then all of a sudden I was in the Yithian land, and then I was back. And it didn't feel like it made sense for those things to be happening at the same time. All this Carcosa stuff, everywhere that I'm going, every new scenario is like, yeah, that makes sense, I would be there. Or I would go there, I would do that. So it's a consistent storyline, even with weird lapses and into Carcosa.
It feels
still felt right.
It feels like it's subtly taking you deeper and deeper into madness.
Now, if I had encountered, like, if we had gone down into a cave when we found this weird portal, and then we walked through it, and it was like, oh, you're in this weird Yithian place, and now you got to get out of it. That would make more sense. Maybe that's what it did. It's just so unmemorable comparatively.
Yeah.
And I don't know why we were doing any of that stuff.
Yeah, I don't really remember.
Why did we end up with the Yithians? I have no idea. Did we fall through something again? Or?
It was just kind of like I think a time. It was about time. Remember we had the Relic of Ages, and so like we were in the city, but the city was ancient now, or old, or futuristic, and it was like we were going. It was weird. But I think someone was asking, comparing the insane. What do you call the insane asylum?
Sanitarium.
Sanitarium.
Yeah, based on the Metallica song.
So, if comparing that to when we got turned into the Yithians, so I still would rather lose my investigator permanently, than lose my investigator, and then like I would have in that moment if I go insane and get captured, and I have to start with a new investigator, I would still rather restart, rebuild, get a new investigator, and have an investigator, than be an alien.
Yeah, definitely.
That's saying something.
Yeah. And you could do that, right? You could always restart or whatever. But this is great. I mean, this is and even the finale, like, this finale was a true finale.
Yeah.
It built, and it felt like we were where we were supposed to be, and we had dove into the waters, and we found the place, and now it was all happening, and here's this insane, it's a simple mechanic going on here, too. It's not out of control. But it's like 7 locations and a bad guy. And the whole thing is so tense the whole time. It's just like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
You can do that. And then flipping the locations over and not knowing exactly what's going to happen, it all felt so in theme for this campaign. I think it's just a masterpiece.
Also, Deciphered Reality.
Yep.
MVP.
Total MVP.
It was 14 clues worth, that game.
Yep. Yep.
Plus it contributed 2 books to a test.
That saved us. I mean, we were hosed without that thing.
That's crazy.
That was nuts, man.
Just clears it.
I mean, I've been looking at it. I used 2 shriveling charges this entire game. Like, we just weren't, it's like a different experience. It's not just blow up the big bad guy, at least on this one. Now, there are different versions of it, so maybe there are different, outcomes for what Hastur is ultimately doing to you, but that is insane.
Nick says Dunwich Board's sold out. That's awesome.
Oh, good. I hope everybody's grabbing. That's really amazing.
Chris says it's funny. The more I play TFA, the Forgotten Age, the more he likes it. I think that's true. I think that is something that gets more interesting the more you experience it, because like you don't get got by the supplies. You don't get got by the Yithian scenario. You know it's there. And like even the Sanitarium, it's like the pressure of that gets so much higher when you know what happens if you lose.
Yeah, that's true.
So like part of it, I get it, right? The Forgotten Age is like the 3rd or 4th cycle. So like Arkham players that get 4 cycles in are probably the kind of players that are looking for something with more replay value. And maybe that scenario has it. And if it was my 4th time through Forgotten Age turning into a Yithian and trying to finish out as a Yithian, less egregious.
That would be interesting. That would actually probably be interesting.
Yeah, versus the first time. Again, we started on the first campaign because we knew it would be the worst. Like it was regarded as like...
told, yeah. Although now the sentiment's turning a little bit. I've seen a lot of people saying, actually, I like Forgotten Age the most. It's always going to be divisive. But I don't think nothing is bad here.
Also, Chris, thank you for that book. I wanted to mention it while we're here.
Degrees of good, basically. That's the important thing to remember. All the campaign evaluations are degrees of great.
Yeah.
It's like the Forgotten Age might be the least great of the 2 that we've played, which is Carcosa is now better than Forgotten Age universally. I think that just objectively, I would suggest this campaign over Forgotten Age to most anybody who's interested in playing this game.
Ryan says Carcosa is a draft, while the Forgotten Age is a standard tournament. Yeah, that might be true.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing is, like, I still enjoy Forgotten Age.
I would actually play that one again.
I want to play the Return to Forgotten Age. Yeah. That's supposed to be out in the next couple,
I would do
2 to 4, 6 months.
We got to check out Dunwich. We got to check out Circle Undone. We got to check out Dreams.
And Innsmouth's on the way.
And Innsmouth is going to blow me away. I can't wait for Innsmouth.
But we can't stream Innsmouth when it's coming out because they're going to spoil.
I think we go backwards. I think we go, I mean, if we did it already, we did Forgotten Age, back Carcosa, let's go back to Dunwich. Let's play the original. That'll help frame the discussion really well, too, for us. And then we'll go from Dunwich to Circle.
Then we'll have a Dream.
Circle to Dream. And then maybe about that time, Innsmouth will be ready.
Yeah, and I'm hoping at some point in the next couple months we get those investigator starters.
Yeah.
So we get new investigators. And then I really want to try some of the Innsmouth people once those come out.
I'll definitely run one of those.
Because we'll have the new cards and investigators to play in the old
We
scenarios.
finally get to see Silas with his trident and net.
What up, David? He said, just check out Team Covenant's website and those sweet glasses aren't for sale. These are in-store only. We don't sell them. We just use them to serve beer.
Yeah. You
Yes,
just gotta come to the store.
I am hooked, Nick.
What else can you do? You just need to take a second.
Yep.
Let's just take a second.
I'm just relaxing right now.
Take a second. Oh my gosh.
Also, I love Joe and Jim.
Oh, this was incredible.
The idea of a guy that has a hunch every round is so
It's so cool.
amazing to me.
And he's a seeker, right? It's just like most of the seekers are like bookwormy type, I'm just going to study books and stuff. And it's cool to see a seeker that plays so differently from just run up and do a test and investigate.
Yeah.
They've really gotten amazing at their design, investigator design. Jim is an impressive investigator to me. They're just zeroing out skulls straight away.
I think being able to build with that is crazy.
It's so nice.
When you have so many tests, like, it's cool because I was getting past my test with a bunch of cards and a bunch of commitments.
We didn't see a single superstar that entire scenario.
Mm-mm. And you were getting past tests just from having all your stuff out.
Yep.
It's really cool.
Yeah, we just did it differently, right? Because the game is just about passing tests, but how are you going to pass them?
Yeah.
You're going to contribute those cards, and I'm going to just take out tokens, basically. Man. All right. Hey, thank you, everybody. Thanks for watching. We're really happy that you're here. This concludes
See you,
our
Marcus.
Carcosa run-through. If you're watching this now live, or if you're watching this 6 years in the future, hopefully, no matter what time it is, you can hop on our website and grab a Carcosa board, Carcosa Doom tokens as well. I think those are currently out of stock. We'll get those restocked as soon as we can. And it helps us keep doing this. I mean, honestly, that and the content subscribers, we don't know if there's a normal that's going to come back.
What is normal anyway?
I don't know what post-COVID, if that's even a real thing, or opening the store or anything like that. So we're just trying to figure out what the next, what's our long game here. And we don't necessarily know the answer, but we know that if the boards are selling well and if the tokens are selling well, we can at least keep doing this.
Yeah, I mean,
so we'll keep it up.
If the response to all the Mythos, like Mythos products and the subscribers to the packs and whatnot, and then of course the content members is as strong as it's been, I would like to keep doing Arkham for as long as we can.
Yeah.
So
maybe forever.
Maybe forever, indeed. That was crazy. So
all right, well,
we're not streaming Friday. So there's no Freaky Friday, but we'll be back next Friday. The plan is to stream Arkham still. I imagine next Friday will be mostly deck building.
It may be all deck building.
It'll be a jam session. We're just hanging out, figuring out, because once I learned your secret tech of build with 30 or 40 experience points and then go backwards, that would have totally changed this deck, actually. Once we did that after the first scenario, and I was just like, or after the second scenario, I think is when we actually did it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that makes so much more sense. I should not have included, like, I had beat cops in, never played them once.
Yeah, not once. But they contributed to a test or two,
But the card that, if you reveal it when you search, you get 2 money.
Astounding, yeah. Astounding.
That should have been in my deck. That should have been that card.
Yeah.
Because I have the
practice and the no stone, right?
The no stone, the practice, and then there's one other.
Can't remember.
I don't remember what the other one is.
Is there one? Another search effect? Search your deck for X?
I don't remember.
There are cards in Carcosa that search for a weakness, so that's always going to trigger it.
But that's where, like, there's just those kind of tweaks. So anyways, next week will probably be deck building, and then we'll dive into whatever. We're probably going to do Dunwich, I guess.
I think we'll do Dunwich. Yeah. Let's go back to the roots. Let's take some of the newer investigators and roll back through Dunwich. I like that idea a lot. I've been wanting to try old Minty Pan is a Seeker that...
Is Seeker yellow?
Seeker's yellow, so what you just played. But you can contribute skill tests, I believe, to any player on the board, regardless of if you're in the same location.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And she's got this analytical mind thing going on, so I might try that. Also, we need to get a rogue. I would love to play a rogue. I might just go skids. Like,
is that green or red?
That's green. I might go old school rogue on it and just see what happens. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to be looking. I'm going to look at the investigators, and that's what, when we're chatting next week, that'll be helpful. The last time when we were building, I got the recommendation on Joe, and I loved every minute of it. So I'll be looking to chat to help me out a little bit.
Man. guys, thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure. It's so much fun to do this and to have you guys out there in a world that is more isolated than it has been in the past. Help Zach and I out, and I hope that we can bring some connection to you guys as well. I'm out of here. You can't have a good weekend yet. It's only Wednesday, but, you know, live your life. Live your best life.
All right. If you're watching this now or if you're watching this many years in the future, it's been quite a journey. Thanks for being with us. Chat, you were super helpful and awesome as always throughout the whole experience. It's been a privilege and an honor. Stay safe out there, and we'll catch you guys on the next stream.